take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got the right at birth, the devil's redefining worth.
Someday you'll pay the price.
No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making though, what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Damn, if we was family, view unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man. I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pussy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since now, no, not the actor, but the year he's ever not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turns his words to mirth from Babel. Front lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built. Take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got the right at birth, the devil's redefining worth.
Someday you'll pay the price.
No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making though, what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Damn, if we was family, view unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man. I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pussy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since now, no, not the actor, but the year he's ever not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turns his words to mirth from Babel. Front lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of the slow motion pictures, bro. You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second. Come on, right?
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it close. If they make the wrong move it close. See me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gonna stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like off their hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Hold it like that, man. You cut up, nothing I can handle. 144 with a wolf going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. Swap in the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Won't keep on stopping, got this bitch off the hand. Got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the soap. It ain't rap, this is soap. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach. Cause if they make the wrong move and coach.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling, see? You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Hit the cooking on his beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on his beat.
Hey, you hear me? In the shop. In the shop with the key.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his right left. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we saved it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Know it hard, you know I'm with animals when we flow and ride. We back again, no cap, when I'm with cap again. Yeah, they said they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach. Cause if they make the wrong move and coach. See me, they like, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up, they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my
mediocre. Man can't open a new shop. Expect man to set this mediocre. Listen, you see, if you open up a new shop, what you need to show me why I should come to you and not go to the one I've been going to the rest of my life. Yeah, you can't just come to certain average. I might try the one for them. Try the one. You see the difference? It's cool.
All right, shalom. You're back for another episode of On the Ends, the 43rd episode of On the Ends, man. 43rd episode. You know what I mean? Passover was went great, man. You know what I mean? We got the Feast of Unleavened, the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is what, Sunday, 7 p.m. at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. Make sure you come to that. All Black Hispanics and Native Indians born. You're free to come to 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW, Sunday at 7 p.m. now. But what's the next holiday now?
After
That far, Michael.
Yeah, this might sound
quick.
So we got the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread this Sunday. Then the next feast day, which comes after that, is what? First Fruits, man. which people know as Pentecost. Then we got that one coming up, man. Coming down, these feast days are glorious, man. Blacks and Hispanics, brothers, sisters, children, all running around, man, living our best life.
That's what it is, man. Listen, you ain't seen a black event till you come to the UPK, man. You ain't seen a bit. Oh man, check the iPhone. The iPhone. Also, the iPhone X. Oh, too up, yeah, man. So make sure you come to that. What else we got? Boris Johnson opened up the lockdown a bit now, so you soon see us, back out there doing what we do best, man. Blaze up them streets, you know what I mean? So look out for that as well, man. Brixton High Street, Birmingham High Street, you know what I mean? We're gonna do what we do best, man. You get me, my brother? You get me? So anyway, man, anyone seen the whole thing with what's his name? Noah Clark, man. Damn. Poor Noah Clark, man. They're dragging him through the mud, man. Then apparently Noah Clark must have sexual harassed 20 women, man. I'm like, shit, 20. Listen, if you done it, then shame on him. But damn, 20 women, man. One woman came forward and said that she went. Listen, I don't even think this is sexual harassment. She said that she went on a date with Noah Clark. And for all you that don't know, Noah Clark is the brother that made kidulthood and adulthood and what's it called, brotherhood. He direct down to up for now, probably later on. And no, he didn't make another hood. That's the joke one, isn't it? Kidulthood, brotherhood, and adulthood. Yeah, kidulthood, adulthood, and brotherhood. He made them movies, and he even stars in them movies too, man. Made Bulletproof. Y'all never seen Bulletproof yet, isn't it? Yeah, he gets Sky app. I ain't seen it. It don't look appealing, man. But in that movie, it's him and Ashley D from Top Boy. So apparently, this man, back to what I was saying. So this brother been an actor for years, man. I think it's from Carousel. One of the two anyway. One of the two Caribbean islands. So for now, 20 women came up against him. And one of these women said that. Imagine this down about this sexual harassment to you. She went on a date with him, yeah. And he's like, come let's eat, you get me? How about you come back to mine later? She goes, nah. And the rest of the date, he was all moody. But that's standard, man. Listen, I feel this pain. This man spent bills on you, and you're gonna feel the thing. He's not happy, man. He's wasting the bills for what you think he took you out to have a good time? Nah, man. You know what I mean? Fair enough, the brother went right, but damn, I can't say he's wrong, man. I can see why he's angry. He didn't rip no clothes off nobody, man. Everyone's coming against him. Oh, he had a BAFTA as well. What's it? A British award? No, British Acting Film Award. No, British Actor Film Television Award, man. A BAFTA. And they went and took the BAFTA off him, man. Took it off him. And suspended Bulletproof as well. Went and suspended it, man. So this is the brother right here when he got his BAFTA, which was what? Just the other day. And imagine no one said nothing about it until he got his BAFTA. No one came forth until the brother got the BAFTA, man. Right. Before that, no one said nothing. That's why it's a bit fishy to me, man. No one said nothing until when he got the BAFTA, everyone came forward. Oh yeah, he's a predator, man. But we'll see, man. Give me a second. Damn, shit's fucking up, man. So luck, yeah. Yeah, it's took too long. It's got a little. Take his time.
Listen, man, Noah Clark's been around for years, man. All these years. And now, I'm going to come up with these allegations. Listen, man. All I would say is stay away from white women, man. That's what you do. Stay away from white women. Because I guarantee you, half these women he's probably rejected. Or he probably has had sex with them and not called them back. So they're vindictive. And anything to bring him down, man. They're going to say, oh, he sexually assaulted me. Listen, man. White women been claiming sexual assault for hundreds and thousands of years, man. When you don't touch them, and so don't ever put yourself in a position, man, for them to do them things. Are we still on the
all I gotta say is I don't know. But I'm skeptical, man. So I can't say he did it. I'm waiting for the evidence, man. But I'm skeptical, man. Because it's funny how no one said nothing until the BAFTA, man.
I don't believe so. Hold on. In the space of 2 days, 20 different women come forward. You know I don't believe that.
So hold on. I could understand if years ago one woman came, another 5 years, another one, but it was quiet until the BAFTA. After the BAFTA, boom, 20. I don't know, man. I ain't saying nothing yet, but I gotta wait for it, man.
So his record was clean up until 2 days ago.
There you go. Until the BAFTA award. No, it wasn't 2 days ago. I think about a week or a bit. The BAFTA was.
And this is the thing, man. They always drag black celebrities. Now Did he do it? I don't know. I've never spoke to him, had a conversation with him. I've never ever seen him in person. I don't know. I don't know what he does in his spare time. But stay away from white women, man.
That's right.
Because white women will lie on you and say you sexually assaulted them. And this is what they'll do. They'll say you sexually assaulted them because you're miserable on a date. Listen, man. Women are miserable all the time, man. If you tell her there's a term called double Dutch where it means you go half on the date. You tell a woman, listen, I'm kind of broke. We're going Dutch on this date. She's going to be miserable, man. Can the man claim that sexual assault? Listen, man, it's not. That woman's just. I'm think about it. He's a celebrity. It's not even like it's like an A-list actor as well.
It's decent, man. Say kidhood went far, brotherhood went far, another with a storms in there. So he's doing pretty decent. You know what I mean?
Like this brother here, he ain't the regular actor that acts in EastEnders and dies after one episode, man. Dies after 20 minutes in one episode. He's got movies on top of. Listen, this black man makes it to the end of the movie, man. Listen, he survived kidhood. He survived stabbing and exactly he survived brotherhood.
The trilogy.
He survived the trilogy as well, man. This is the only black man I know that's gone through 3 movies without dying. And guess what? And guess who's killing him right now? White women, man.
Right.
He survived the movies, man. He survived. Listen, he survived kidhood where kids stab each other and kill each other. He survived brotherhood. He survived adulthood where kids level up and get guns and stuff. He survived knives, guns, and now white women are taking him down, man. Stay away from white women, man. White women are more dangerous than any knife, any gun, any suicide attack. White women are more dangerous than all of them, man. Because now this is on the news and they're spreading this about him. Oh, allegedly. Listen, if it's allegedly, don't take his shows down until you've got 100% proof, man.
That's right.
Like how you take the man's show down and it's allegedly. Wait until you hear all the proof and then you got a leg to stand on. But you're just going by 20 probably fake accounts telling lies on the brother. Listen, man, wait until it's been to court and it's been proven true or false, man.
Right.
Like obviously there's certain people that do sexually assault women, and yeah, you should drag them through the mud. But this brother here, obviously, we need to give it time. And like the white man always says, what do they say? Let justice do its course. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, we heard that members of the royal family were saying shit about black people, man, and saying, "I wonder what color Alfie would turn out, man." And no one dragged them through the mud.
Right.
Everyone goes, "Well, you know, Prince Harry didn't say what family member it was, so we don't know yet. We don't know yet." Everyone was leaning it, man. So same with his brother, man. We just gotta see, man. We can't say he did it. He probably didn't. You know what he probably did? Another thing they were saying as well. They were saying that he would line up a sex scene and put himself in there on purpose just to grope on just to grope on girls. I was like, that's the most pervy shit. If it's true, I don't want to say too much. You know, next week. So far, he's denied his allegations, and it's come out that it's clean. And, you know, I'm there looking silly, man. If it's true, but that's what these women claim, and didn't say nothing until this man won this award right here, man. So that's all I'm saying. Sounds a bit fishy to me, man. I smell like rap, man. So that's all I gotta say. It's a luck, yeah.
I was in my chair and I popped my collar as I went up. And for years, I never really understood why I did that. I couldn't articulate it. For years, people have told me how arrogant it was, that I shouldn't have done it. And I've always said to myself, if I ever got back on the stage again, I'd apologize for it. I'm not going to do that. Recently, I realized why I did it. I felt vindicated. I won something at the time that someone like me was never supposed to. Something that I'd been told I couldn't. My journey in this business has been a battle at times. And as I stand here right now, I know a lot of the work I've done is not BAFTA worthy. I think this is about the journey. It's about the times maybe it was worthy and not recognized. I stand on the shoulders of giants. I'm not here without the people before me. And hopefully people see that I've tried to elicit change in the industry. So this is for the underrepresented. Anyone who sits at home believing that they can achieve more. This is particularly for my young black boys and girls out there who never believed that this could happen to them. I'm so thankful for this. And you know, years ago, I ended with the words, yes, we can. And we still can. It's just tough. So I wanted to end this one a little bit different. Sometimes you'll feel like it's not achievable. It is. Sometimes you'll feel like you're not good enough. You are. And sometimes you'll feel like you don't deserve it.
Something came up against him too.
You do.
So that's the brothers BAFTA that he won the other day. And it's just strange that before that, no one had nothing, not one, not two, not, a few. No one had nothing to say, man. All of a sudden, 20, man. That's what I'm saying. It sounds a bit fishy. We're going to get some of these women. So like his sister said, she couldn't hear it. It's a bit low. That's how it was recorded. It was recorded low. I tried to turn it up. So lucky it wouldn't turn up. But it wasn't saying much anyway. The point I was making was that just, giving you a speech. So this is one of the women, another actor that worked with Noel Clark. She came forward also. This is what she said, man. I think she's also on I seen him on Top Boy. I think I seen her. I seen her on Top Boy. You know her, man. You'll see her in a minute. So lucky. Bear me a second. Was it £4 a piece?
Is it? About £32.
That's expensive for a drink, man. How much for it? Ross.
Same as mine. Listen, give me cheap it's to make it. Cheap.
Buy the rum, buy some thingy.
Some syrup. What rum and syrup?
So this woman here, some Hamite woman, Michaela Cowell, has released a statement on Noel Clark's sexual harassment. Let me see what she says about Noel Clark. And she goes, I'm here to offer great support for 20 brave women who have come forward, those who have shared their identities with us, but also those who have preferred to use an alias. So again, like, if you were sexually harassed, all right, fair enough. I know it's not easy. You might feel embarrassed or whatnot, but, come forward, man. Come forward, say who you are, man. Using alias names. The brother denied it. You said it's true. If it's true, then just come forward and say, man. Wouldn't that help? But, fair enough. It's hard. It's hard if you're molested and whatnot. The mental hurdles a black woman must overcome to do such a thing as reveal her identity with a narrative of rape, abuse, or bullying at the hands of someone within our own community can sometimes be too much. Speaking about these incidents take a lot of strength because some call them gray areas. They are, however, far from gray. These behaviors are unprofessional, violent, and can destroy a person's perception of themselves. Their place in the world and their career is irreparable. I have spared to show solidarity, to express my belief in them, and to stand with them in their indignation. I applaud the Guardian and journalists for investigating and publishing this story. So again, man, this woman right here is saying stuff and she don't know the fact shit, man. You know what I mean? Women always pop up, yeah, man, the woman's solidarity, it's wrong. Listen, just wait, man. Wait till the facts come out, man. This brother's denied it. 20 girls say he did it. He denied it, man. Wait till the facts come out, man. Before you say, yeah, stand with the woman. What are you going to say when you find out it's not true, man? And I think even Ashley D as well said the same thing, man. Said, yo, we're going to, what do they say? Basically, you're going to not cancel him, but he don't, the bridge of mine, but I don't really support that type of thing. Let me see if I can find that here real quick.
Ashley D went against him as well.
Yeah. Shit, man.
He's paying his red one.
Ashley's scared to get cancelled too, man. Not trying to get cancelled anytime soon. So.
Who's a better actor out of the two? Noel's got the better credentials, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, no one makes films though, but Ashley was starting a film. Like,
Ashley's the better actor though, isn't it?
I would say so. I think Ashley got more in his belt as well.
No, I think Noel's got the better credentials though.
We remember that he got.
As in, he's got the BAFTA. Ashley ain't got one of them yet.
Nah, I don't think he has to.
Saying.
Now come on, but Ashley's in there. What's it called? Get Rich Like Try, man. It's a luck, yeah.
He's in there.
Yeah.
That movie was terrible though. Man.
He got a rubbish role in there, but it was in there. I think
that movie was terrible, man.
His role in there was dead as well. It was awful, man. Shit, Pat was disgusting.
Trying to pay full Jamaican in there.
Yeah, she was awful.
Throughout the whole film.
For the whole film, man. She's like mod. So this is Ashley D or Ashley Waters. My thoughts are with the women who come forward and told their awful stories. I am in shock and deeply saddened about what I have heard on multiple levels. I could never condone behavior of this nature, neither in nor or out the workplace. And whilst Noel has been a friend and a colleague for several years, I could not stand by and ignore allegations. Sexual harassment, abuse, bullying have no place in our industry. Every woman has a right to be safe. And moving forward, I pledge my dedication to this. And that's fair, man. Fair enough. That's fair enough, man. All I'm saying is don't be making allegations saying his brother's guilty and find out later that is innocent, man. That's what I gotta say. But that's fair, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? But again, we leave it there till more news comes out, man. So go say something.
And this is why I can't vouch for anybody outside of the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right. Man.
If in the I.S.U.P.K, I'd be like, you didn't do it, man, because I know you wouldn't do it. You don't have to sexually assault women, man. You don't have to sexually harass women. What was he doing? Putting himself in what roles? What was he doing? Putting himself in what roles?
Like sex scenes, so he can rub upon them, like.
But that's part of the movie, though, isn't it? They
Yeah,
could have taken the
no,
road
fair
down.
enough to have sex scenes, but he wants to act it and rub, you know.
They could have turned the road down.
That's right. That's right.
They could have turned the road down. Why didn't they just turn it down? Why didn't they turn it down and say, I don't think we should do a sex scene, or get a body double if they didn't want to do it?
Or the movie.
Exactly.
But you love money so much that you
you
put
done the
yourself in
movie.
that position. So like, yeah.
That you done the movie to get a rub up, to get a rub up, and how much times did you do them edits in movies? How much times?
And what long does it takes to get
Exactly.
Right?
And Noah probably messed up the role on purpose, man. So he can keep editing it and redoing it again, man. This is why you don't put yourself in the movie, man. Boy, let's move on. Exactly.
Why does he get robot? Let me see what to say about Noah now. So it reads: sexual predator actor Noah Clark accused of groping, harassment, and bullying by 20 women. Actor producer categorically denies allegations from all 20 women. But again, you have to see the whole thing. You can't just deny the fact that he says he's innocent. They say you're guilty, man. You have to take both parties on board until it's all out. You can't just say, "Well, I think he's guilty." That can't be done, man. BAFTA suspends outstanding contribution, award, and actors membership. Alleged misconduct, including claims he secretly filmed naked audition.
Damn.
But you know what directors do? Doctor Who and Kidulthood star allegedly showed colleagues sexually explicit photos and videos of women. When Noah Clark appeared on stage at the Royal Albert Hall on the 10th of April to collect his BAFTA, the typically self-assured actor looked a little on edge. Viewers might have concluded that Clark was simply overwhelmed. He was clutching one of the most prestigious accolades bestowed by the British Academy Film and Television Arts, the prize for outstanding British contribution to cinema. Yet, there were other reasons why Clark and BAFTA may have felt preoccupied. 13 days before presenting Clark with an award, a Guardian investigation can reveal that BAFTA was informed about the existence of several alleged verbal abuse, bullying, sexual harassment against Clark. BAFTA does not dispute it receives anonymous emails and reports of allegations via intermediaries, but said it was provided with no evidence that would allow it to investigate. Clark also became aware of the allegations, which he vehemently denies as he stepped off stage beholding his gong. Clark's reputation remained publicly unblemished, but just an actor, producer, screenwriter, and director, but one who could now claim to be one of the British film and television most lauded stars. Yet BAFTA's decision to venerate Clark moved numerous women to break their silence. They allege Clark is a serial abuser to women, using his power in the industry to prey and harass female colleagues and sometimes bully those who fall out of favor. Damn. There's some serious allegations, man. I hope this man can prove his innocence, man. Salakia. Already is up against the women, and you know everyone's soft when it comes to women, man. So hopefully he didn't do it, man.
Damn, right.
But again, you know what I mean? The brothers in the world, and we can't vouch for anyone in the world, man.
That's right.
Salakia, man. That's all I can say, man.
And you know what? If it's true, man, it's disgusting, man. Obviously, he's using this position to abuse women when really he shouldn't do that, man. If it's true, like I said, we don't know if it's true, but obviously Sam. What's his name? Sam. His name's Sam. Sam. His name was Sam, right? Was it Sam? Listen, Sam. I don't know. Sam needs to get it together, man. You can't be sexually assaulting women, man. You can't be sexually assaulting anyone. It's disgusting, man. Obviously, he shouldn't be using that position to. What did they say? Film the naked woman without her permission.
He filmed the naked woman. But the 20 though, one of them was he took a girl on a date and she wouldn't go home with him. He was vexed.
See that one there. Obviously, that's neither here. That one there is she didn't come home with him. He's a little upset.
She's the right to, man. Yo, I
Yeah.
think, who knows where they went, man? It could be a hacker, son.
Mhm. So that one there, like, if he didn't physically put his hands on her, that one's not really sexual assault. What was the next one? What's that? What was that bolded African woman? Like, came into it.
Now she's supporting a woman, so now stand by them. And
So she's not part of the sexual allegations.
Nah. Come on, man. Come on. You know, anyone touch that hammer, man. But the thing is this: you know, a woman stick together, man.
She's
Hear one
mad
allegation.
that it wasn't her. She's mad that it wasn't her.
They hear one allegation, like, oh look, I know who did it. You know, woman's strength and da, man.
But flipping, you see, so she's not part of the sexual assault thing. So she's getting involved in something that don't concern her.
That's basically, yeah, correct.
So she's coming. Listen, man, that woman needs to sit down, man. They said most of the emails was anonymous. That's right. So anyone could write an anonymous email about anyone. I could write an anonymous email about you, man. Right. If you do something to me, I'm gonna make sure you know it's me, man. Listen, when people go ahead.
It's like something's fishy, man. How come 20 anonymous people just pop up out the blue, man?
Right. All at the same time?
At the same time, like, I can't understand if one happened 2 years ago, another one before that. I don't know, man. I gotta look at it. It sounds fishy to me, man. So, like, yeah.
You know what? There probably is women that is sexually assaulted, but they probably dramatically exaggerated the number, man. Like, it probably did sexually assault people, but they probably dramatically exaggerated the number to say 20. Like, imagine they've rounded it up to a perfect even number, man. Like, they've rounded it up to a perfect why not 19? Why not 21? Right. Bang on 20. I don't know. We're gonna have to what's the saying? They say let justice do its cause. We're gonna have to let
do investigation, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Run the dates and say, oh, you say he did this, but you know, at that day he was filming this, and you say at sound check he said do that, but that day he didn't do sound check. We're gonna see, man. And if he did it, it's disgusting, man. Disgusting, man. You want a woman, go get her, man. Go over to her, and, you know, spit your game and whatnot, man. Don't be using your power to, you know, say you're going to do a sex scene right now, man. You know, I'm going to take 2 and 3 and 4. That then it's blatantly wrong, but until then we don't know, man. So I gotta say, man. So luck, yeah.
So he's wrong, but they didn't have to do the sex scene.
There you go.
No one's forcing you.
I guess no. Like, again, when it comes to women, we baby them. They go, oh, it's so shame. A woman should have the right to this, but it's true though. No one's forcing you to do these things, man. Listen, you could walk away. You don't want the money, you can walk away, man. You don't have to do that sex scene. But again, when it comes to women, we baby them. They wear skimpy clothes. We look, and then they go, "What are you looking at?" And men go, "Because you dress like that, don't mean that you must look." She has the right. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, man. Yeah, but because I dress like this, don't give you the right to look at me, man. That's ridiculous. That's like me saying, because I leave my door open, don't give you the right to come to my house. Of course, it don't give you the right, man. But people will do it, man. That's why you keep it locked. You're dressing like a whore. Men are gonna look, man. Right. Oh, but when it comes to women, you know, everyone, even men will say that shit, man. But leave her alone, man. And so we gotta see how it plays out, man.
Listen, people treat you based on how you dress, man. Right. If you got on clothes that whores wear, you're a whore, man. That's right. Same like before I was in the truth, if I seen a man dressed in a police costume, I'm running, man, because we run from the police, man. So if a man's dressed in a police costume and in a police car, he's a police officer already. If a woman's dressed in whore's clothes, she's a whore, man. It's not really that hard. We like to make it difficult. That's like a police officer coming up saying, "Oh, I got on this police badge and this police hat and these sirens on the car, but I'm not a police officer." Listen, man, we're gonna look at him like, "Oh, you blatantly a police officer, man." Like if a woman's got on what do they wear? There's miniskirts, and is that old thing? They still do that now? I don't know. Did they still do that now? They don't do it no more. What? Miniskirts and stuff. Why is it now? The leotard, the wrestling suits, the wrestling suits.
The bike shorts now.
Yeah. They still wear them. In the summer, listen. We need. Well, if they dress like that in the summer, we need winter forever.
All right, man. Other news, man. Katie and Nelson got locked up, man. Went to jail. This is the brother that wanted to since we're on sexual abuse. This is the brother that wanted to sexual abuse what a little girl going to school, man. Little girl's going to school, and his brother tried to get her to have sex with him, man. And the brother got locked up, man. And look at this, man. It's a child rapist who kidnapped girl. It's like who kidnapped schoolgirl. Life-changing injuries in prison. So this man got injuries in prison, man. People found out in prison that this man's a nonce, man, and got whooped, man.
Beat him up.
Got beat, man. Suffered life-changing injuries. You know, life-changing injury, like a black eye is not a life-changing injury, man. Because with a bit of ice and whatnot, it will go down. You know what I mean? What else is a life-changing injury?
Like your finger's broken.
Yeah, your finger broken, you get a little cast or whatever, man. But when you get injury that you walk with a limp for the rest of your life, when you get injury that you're blind in one eye for the rest of your life, you get injury that you know you lost your nerves and your fingers. That's an injury for life, a life-changing injury. And this is what his brother got in jail, man.
Right.
This is what he got in jail, man. These people in jail weren't playing, man. They weren't playing, man. And that was the judgment. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know what I mean? I pray the brother changes, man, and fixes up, man. But listen, man, when you rape kids, man, listen, this is the judgment that happens, man. But this is the judgment that follows, man.
That's right.
And it reads, a pedophile who kidnapped and raped 13-year-old girl on her way to school suffered life-changing injuries after being attacked in prison. And that's what happens in prison. These men find out what you're in there for, man. And if you're on the wing on some nonce charges, that's it for you, man.
Right.
That's a wrap for you, man. It's a luck, yeah, and that's him right there, man. You're lucky to be alive. So more time you're gonna get what shipped out. Yeah. Put on a separate wing and whatnot, man. And that's the problem. A big thing in our community is pedophilia, and people don't want to talk about it, man. A big thing in our community is men with younger girls, man, and we don't want to talk about it.
That's right.
There's a lot of men chasing these younger girls. I remember in school days, man, people pull up to the school. Men will pull up to the school in cars, man, and pick up the girls that was for us. The girls, I'm jealous and shit. Like, yo, just put some girl in a uniform, man.
Right.
In Jamaica, forget about it, man. Yo, so luck, yeah.
No age limit in Jamaica. No age limit.
No age limit, man. All you gotta do is watch PAP, but so lucky. Oh, you saw the yardie man on PAP one day, man. PAP means but predator, man. Caught a yard man with Hockley or Mosley.
Was it Newtown?
The man tried to talk his way out of it, man. He's like, yeah, what you do is a good thing still, man. Man, like forget all that, man. You're here to me underage girl. Yeah, man, it's good what you're doing still, man.
He's like, I understand.
I try to lie. Nah, come here because I'm gonna convince the girl to go home, man. Listen, these things got stop, man. While you're out there trying to please yourself because you want a young girl and you want to, just have sex and let off some steam, man. You're ruining my daughter, man. Right. You're ruining our daughters, man. And then it's selfish because your very daughter you lock away. You monitor their phone. You see what they're on. Meanwhile, you're on this. Oh man, so lucky, man. I gotta say it, man. This disgusting man said. Talk about what the man said about the girl's jaw. So lucky, man. The disgusting man said, "Listen, when you have sex, make sure you hide your drawers from your mom, because it's gonna be bloody." Am I lying? Yeah, you gotta make sure you hide your drawers, man. Well, what else to say? Something about you want big man. I can't remember, man. But disgusting, man. And that's why black man, you gotta protect your daughters, man. You go. I don't care if she feels embarrassed and she's like, "Oh, all my kids get the boss, but I can't get the boss." Listen, you protect your kids, man. You pick her up from school, man. Right. She ain't getting no boss, man. Katie and Nelson's on that boss, man. Right. About privacy. Privacy don't exist in my house, man. You know, in privacy, and my daughter got Facebook because I want it to be free. Listen, Katie and Nelson's on Facebook, man. That yardie man's on Facebook, man. Right. Your daughters ain't safe. The Bible goes, put a hedge around your daughters, man. Your job to make sure your daughters and sons are safe, man. Right. And the reason why our daughters and sons get groomed and get molested, why? Because you listen to the oppressor, man. Right. And the oppressor says what? Give them freedom, give them privacy. Kids nowadays is on their tablet, man. On the tablet, no, what's it called? No lock or nothing. It's free, man. Chatting to anybody. And listen, these men, these players, I don't mean like that could chirp a woman to death, man. So what chance does your 13-year-old daughter have, man? Some of you women in your 40s, man, a man's like, yo, you're beautiful, man. You start blushing. So imagine a girl's 13, she ain't got no chance, man. Right. This man's gonna convince your daughter that having sex with him is the right thing to do, man. And that's where you come in, man. You gotta put a hedge around your daughters, man.
That's right, man.
And in fact, Lippy on one of his podcasts said just that, man. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
It's like it kind of interjects for a second. And what he said is heavy. Like a lot of these shows you watch, and the mother's like, my daughter, I don't know what happened. She just gone. Listen, she was always gone, man. Right. Why? Because you had no hedge around her. She was going in and out as she wanted. Only now that she's lost, or only now that something happened, now it's a big thing when, the way how you dealt with her, That's the reason why it happened, man. Because you're not watching over her, and you haven't been watching over her until it reaches the highest point it can reach.
Go, man. I was on my sister, I was on my niece's tablet the other day, man. I tried typing Vlad, I couldn't get on Vlad. I was like, what's on this tablet, man? Come to find out, they got it set in the way, some kid setting, man. And that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta monitor them kids and make sure that, listen, they can play the tablet, but listen, it's being monitored, man. They got WhatsApp, so you can call them, man. Everyone else is blocked, man. They ain't chatting every so often. So yo, pass that tablet. I want to see what you're on, man. That's what you gotta do, man. I'm on my niece's tablet, man, trying to watch some Vlad. I'm like, yo, what's this broken? Come to find out, she got the kid settings, man.
When I was younger, I can't stress it enough that I just let slide like it was nothing. Like I remember being in like year 9 and seeing man pull up in cars that are like
Big
20
man.
to
Yeah,
pick
talking
up
to
gal
the
in
young
my
girl.
year
Yeah,
and
yeah.
drive off. And I'm like, oh yeah. That I saw when I was younger, I can't stress it enough that I just let slide like it was nothing. Like I remember being in like year 9 and seeing man pull up in cars that are like
Big
20
man.
to
Yeah,
pick
talking
up
to the
gal
young
in
girl.
my year
Yeah,
and
yeah.
drive off. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, bye. And then
Yeah.
they drop them back. Oh yeah, there's my man, and yeah, he's so cool. And you know, that's where it is, boyfriend, and he's 20 and we're 14. And it's like, when man realize that, raw,
That's
like,
mad,
there's mad shit going on.
There's mad
and it's
stuff.
like, obviously, like I said, I was 14 or whatever. And man, there's big man, like, what could I do in it? Really? But at the same time, if we're being honest, I saw nothing wrong. I saw like, even if I did see nothing wrong, man was seen as a hater, man was seen as a, even I know.
It's like, yeah, and what he's saying is right. In my school days, a time ago, I was a witness to these things. When it was home time, there's a man coming in his BMW, one of those BMWs, the ones that don't look good now. You know what I mean? But it was a nice car for its time. And this young girl was going in his car, and she's not related to him. He's not going to drive her home.
That's right.
And you know what I mean? And like, one thing what I will say is, you know what I mean, back then, as a young man, if you spoke about it, you was looked at as a hater. You looked like, shut up, man. Only because she doesn't want you. When that is abuse, man.
That's right.
He's a grown man. If he's old enough to be driving a car, he doesn't need her in the car, man.
That's right.
There's a woman his age which should be in the passenger side.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And what he says heavy, like, we see that, and you know, if you speak against it, you're seen as a hater. You're seen as, look, man, he's so handsome. He's even getting the younger generation. But no, man, that is disgusting, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? There should be a woman his age, which surely with that car he can get, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And that's correct, man. And you know how this man is able to pick your daughter up from school at home time? You know why? Because you ain't there picking up at home time. Because you ain't there picking it up at home time, this man gets to pick up your daughter at home time. He comes out, his car is outside of school at 3:30, man. This kid still finish 3:30. 3:30, man, before the school bell goes off. And you know why he's there? Because you should be there. Had you been there, he could have put up on your daughter, man. I think about it, this man got a BMW. A BMW, listen, a big woman would jump in a BMW, man. So a girl who's 15 or 14, she's gonna jump in that BMW, man. She's gonna come to school the next day and tell her friends how nice and cushy the seats were, man. How nice his house were, and how comfortable the settee and the sofa was, man. And all that, you know what I mean? This man gonna do so much with your daughter, man. Why? Because you should have been there, man. Right. And I was that guy back in the day. I remember seeing it, man. And I was a hater as well, man. I was like, look at these big man and these girls, man. Taking my girls in my year, man. I'm trying to talk to them in math class, and they're like, nah, man. Like, they were saying, nah, man, I don't like young boys. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? Me, you are same age, man. Me, you are same age. And that was a norm. Men would do that, man. Right. Me personally, I couldn't see it. Even in the world, I couldn't see it, man. I don't want to phone no girl like, yo, come link me. She's like, nah, I got attention. What the fuck? Listen, I wanna phone you at 3 o'clock, man. Like, yo, come link me, man. Like, okay, cool. You know the ones there. I never got it, man. I never understood it, man. Imagine that, man. At night time, like, yo, come check me. Oh, I can't. My dad won't let me out, man. Nah, my son. Boy, that, man. I don't know how R. Kelly does it, man. Number one, it's disgusting. Number two, I don't know how it works for him. So lucky. I didn't go that could up and leave at any time, man. That's right. Could just come anywhere, man. Oh, I gotta lie to my dad first. Boy, know that, man. Go get your own age, man.
and it stems from obviously growing up. Once you're the same age as a woman, and in school they would say certain things like other women would say things like, "Oh, I don't date men my own age; they're too immature." So there's some concept in the earth that what men are immature, that men are immature. So women believe they have to go for older men. So when we're in their mind, when a woman says, "Oh, men my age are immature, I need a man who's more mature," they don't mean a man who's, you know, got his head screwed on or whatever. They just mean a man who's got a car, a man who's got a house, a man who can take them places. Because to them, that is everything. Oh, he's got a car, he can take me here. And you're a schoolboy in that year. And this girl that you like so much, she don't like you. Why? Because there's a man way older than you that's impressing her with a car. So when you grow up, what happens? You get a car and then you be outside the school. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K when you grow up, you then be outside the school picking up young girls, beeping the horn, and then it seems normal. Because when you grew up, you realize, you know what? No one condemned that man for picking up young girls. So if I pick up young girls, no one's gonna condemn me. And them young girls is naive, whereas usually that man who's picking up young girls, he can't get women his own age, man. Because in his mind, he still remembers the women his age was going for the older men. So when he sees women his age, he's like, oh, they're not going to be interested in me. They want more mature men and so forth. So then he ends up being outside the school and being that very same man that he didn't like, man. He goes outside the school and he turns into that very same man that he looked on and said, why is he picking up young girls? You then become that man. So you need to not become that man. Don't let this world teach you that, oh, women like what's the term? Mature men.
Mature, you like mature.
Don't let this world teach you that women like mature men and you have to pull up outside schools. And listen, man, don't do that, man. Those girls are naive, man. The young girls. And what happens is these young girls, schoolgirls, get with older men. They get their heart broke. And then that's where the beginning of niggas ain't shit comes from, man. It stems from there. Then they get their heart a little bit broke more. And then they're damaged, man. And then before you know it, they have children. And the children go through the same cycle as the parents, man. And then we go round and round and round in circles. And this is why I keep saying it. You need to come to the I.S.U.P.K to break that cycle, man. This is where you come to break that cycle where in here, you ain't going to be going to pick up no 14-year-old girls from school, man. You ain't going to be waiting outside school to see some girl in the school time, man. Who in their right mind wants to take off some schoolgirl school time, man? Like, there's something wrong in your mind, man. And there was something wrong with KD and Nelson, man. And this is why he's sitting in jail right now with life-changing injuries, man. Because he wanted to ruin a girl's life, man. He gave that girl life-changing injuries, man. That's right. When he tried to rape her in the alleyway. And did it tell you how he got the injuries? Did it tell you what they did to him? No, not this year. I'm trying to find out what they did to him. Let's see if we can find out what they did to him, man. But young women, it's common knowledge that they're naive. So you can tell her, look, the sky is pink. And she's going to believe the sky is pink. Right. You can say to her, take off your skirt and the sky will turn purple. And she's going to believe you, man. Right. You can tell her any little light and she'll believe you. And these men, they have low self-esteem. So what do? Go and get young girls. Because women their age ain't going to fall for the games that they're playing. Listen, the reason they want you, who is a child, is because they can't get women their age, man. That's right. And there's tons of sisters who would tell a man, oh, I'm only 14. And he don't care, man. Jamaican man, like that man that was on PAP, he didn't care, man. He's saying, this is what he said. He said he came there to see if the sister was what, ripe or mature. That's a real Jamaican term. Ripe. Listen, man. At least find an older woman, man. It's not hard, man. You come to the I.S.U.P.K and you ask for them, I'll show you. I'll show you how you get older women, man. Get me quarters. I can show them how to get older women. You get me? It might cost you a fee. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get older women, man. But yeah, we're trying to find out how we got the injuries. It's not on there. They kept it confidential. What's the next?
Likewise, any brother out there going, and you know what's wicked about this? You think that this is a one-off thing? It's not, man. Right. We got a couple sisters on the chat right now. I guarantee every last one of them have been approached by an older man whilst in school. I can guarantee every last one. If your sister, you know, I never put you out there, but I guarantee every sister out there in the chat right now, man, been approached by an older man,
Especially outside the bookies.
whilst they had school uniform, man, whilst they was in their school tie, whilst they was walking the streets going home. I can guarantee it, man. And it's just a norm, and it shouldn't be, man. It's disgusting, man. Man, talking about your little girl, come here, man. That's disgusting,
He even
man.
calls her a little girl, you know.
Yeah.
Even that's to say it.
And listen, Dagobah, what do you and a young girl talk about, man?
Exactly.
Young girls talk shit. It's like a big girl talk shit, man.
Exactly.
So imagine your car breaks. So imagine you need a bit of financial help, man. You know when you go to your rib, yo, listen, man, I need a bit of money, man. Now imagine your girl's 14. How's she gonna help you, man? 14-year-old girls can't need dumping and get. Come on, man. Oh, I don't know, man. These brothers are sick, man. So lucky, man. But you know. But anyway, what time is it? Past quarter past 10, man. And you know what that means, yeah?
Why, sir?
You know what time it is now, yeah?
Run that back for me, please, officer. This is the officer Quasar tuning into On the Ends Radio with the YAHANNA segment. What you got for me, officer? All right, then. So what does it say? People named Colin and Tracy found to be the biggest complainants in the UK. Boy, sir. Like we already didn't know that, man. These Edomites are the biggest babies on the face of the earth, man. That's right. They complain about the littlest things, man. They need to go into slavery. That's what needs to happen. These Edomites need to go into slavery, man, for 400 years of oppression. We're the ones who should be complaining up in this place. You understand? Right. What you got for me next, officer? Boy, sir, don't let me get mad. Don't let me get mad. What you got for me? Do the one first.
Oh, slack it, baby.
Because it seems like we can't complain about nothing, man. But Edomites get to complain about everything, man. Trust me. Complaining about Noah, man. Leave Noah alone, man. Leave Noah alone until more evidence comes, man. Ready to jump on a black man. Karen, you know what I mean? All up in the back gardens and them thing there. You understand? Complain about everything, man.
Slav, it's not funny. Bury me.
The ranting, man. You mess up my boys a section. Mess up my boys a section, you know. Why is that? Trust me, man. Me want money for that. All right, what you got there? Willow Smith opens up about being polyamorous. Why, sir? Willow Smith, you know. Why? Not too long ago, her mother was all up in August Alsina, man. That must be where she get it from, man. Polyamorous thing. What the scriptures them say? As the mother, so is the daughter, man. Why? So we need to ask Will Smith what's going on, man. Yo, Will Smith, what going in your household, man? You know what? Will Smith, come in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
On the commanding general YAHANNA, man. We teach you how to sort out your household, man. And bring your tithes as well, man. This is the officer Quasar tuning out On the Ends Radio with the YAHANNA segment.
So like quick question that Willie were trying or what's that, man? I couldn't have a good
I don't know, but polyamorous is when you like polygamy, but woman version.
Hold on, so she
was more than one, man.
But I thought she liked women.
Why? No.
Really?
I think it's man, you know.
She likes men.
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Well, I'll look a man to me. I'm confused, man. But yo, Salaki, man, and the technical issue and the boys are forgive. Quasar, please forgive me, man. I don't know what happened there, man. Salaki, man. I'm just sweating and shit, man. A bit of technical issues, man. Salaki.
General Mahaya, man, is gonna find ya.
Salaki, man. I fucked up, man. But yeah, man, that gender's all such a messed up, man. So lucky. Listen, his house is the epitome of being Americanized, man. His son's a fish, his daughter's I don't know what a female fish is. I don't know, man, but it's a mess, man. It's all crazy. We're gonna go into our next one anyway, man.
Polyamorous, whatever.
What is it?
What is it? Polyamorous. Polyamorous.
It's a woman that has more than one husband.
Damn.
You see that there? A man wants 2 wives, yeah. A man can't say that. A woman can come out clean and say, I want more than one man. It was like okay.
Oh, man, it's to hide it.
Man has to hide it, take his ring off, put it in his pocket. Come home, his wife's like, yo, where's your ring? Oh, no. It was itching my finger, man. All these lies and stuff, man. A woman outright says, yo, listen, I want to explore, man. Everyone's like, man's like, well, you know, it's her right, man.
Right.
It's her right to do so, man. That's how we're living right now in 2021, man. It's a luck, yeah, man. So when I get to another one now, sister, our sister saying that as a black man, you gotta teach your boy sons like stuff that white people don't teach their kids. You gotta teach them that he's black and that police are gonna stop and frisk you, and that you're not the same as everybody else. You're gonna get called racist names and so forth, man. And she was just correct. That's the life we live. You know what I mean? A white man prepares his son for what? How to shave when he's older. Prepares his son, you know, how to get a job. We gotta prepare our son from young. That listen, like when police drive, turn your music down, man.
Right.
Don't run from the police, man. Make sure you put your hands up. Make sure your hands are nice and clearly displayed, because they will kill you, man. That's the stuff we gotta teach our children, man.
Right.
And it's a shame. And when we talk about it, it's a lie, man. Oh, you know. But what's that new statistic? They said what? Britain is not systematically racist. It is, man.
Right.
That's right.
You better tell this brother, man. If it weren't systematically racist, why growing up our parents told us to make sure that we present ourselves properly? Because if we don't, we won't get a job, man.
Right.
Our parents told us don't talk a certain way because you won't get the job, man. But no, oppressor don't go through that. His father don't have that talk with him, man. They don't have that talk with him. His mother never told him, listen, when the police pull you over, don't give no lip, man.
Right.
His parents never told him that. In fact, when the police pull him over, he gives him a lip. And they don't get a boss lip for it.
Right.
We give him a lip and we get a boss lip.
That's right.
He gives a lip. This is bullshit, man. This is ridiculous, mate. How dare you pull me over, man? And he gets told me one piece.
Right.
We end up like Zimbo, man. One other. So like, yeah. Why do people do that shit, man? You get laptops, go in the van, man. Fuck you know, shout in the name of your group. What? Listen, police don't care, man. You know what I mean? That's the difference between us and them, man.
Believe everything that you're seeing in the media, it's gonna be portrayed to you in a certain way. Like, all right, for instance, yeah, and I wanted to mention this, yeah, because I didn't want the time to pass. But for instance, yeah, Prince Philip died, and
DMX.
hold on, and then DMX died, and on the front of the page, I don't read news or papers, but you see on Instagram, on the front of it, it's like, yeah, the Prince, very rare, and then you've got DMX, yeah, you've got troubled.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be a troubled rapper? Wasn't Prince Philip also troubled? You don't know what he went through in his childhood. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But you know, like DMX is in the media, like rare music, Prince Philip, everything.
They play on that though.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
They do that on purpose.
So
Just
do
know
not
that,
believe
just to get
everything. And I
people
say it to
hyped.
myself, do not believe everything that you see in the media. Things are going to be chopped and screwed to how they want to.
Yeah, man, and that's the video right there, and it's a fact. You know, if what we went through it was a lie, then we wouldn't say the things that we say, man.
Right.
If your mom says to you as a black man, you have to live this way, if it was a lie, your mom wouldn't have to even say those things.
That's right.
Because it doesn't happen. But your mom and dad, they gotta have a talk with you, because it does happen. It's not a myth. You know, like, all right, what happens is, you know, we say so much that even with some of us, we think, is it really happening? Is it a lie? And let me tell you something, it is the truth, man.
That's right.
It is the facts. What your eyes see as a black man is not something that's not happening.
Right.
You're not fantasizing. It's the reality, man.
That's right.
And as a black man, you have to know that, listen, I can't do what a white man does.
That's right.
It's not going to go the same way. And you know what's funny? On the internet, you got those white men. They go, listen, by section so-and-so of the law, I don't need to do this. And let me tell you something, white people get away with that, man.
That's right.
And then you got black people under section 14. I don't need a driver's a license, and you get locked up, man.
That's right.
Why? Because here's the thing, he referenced that law, and so did you. So if he got away and you got locked up, then what could that be? You're a black man referencing that law. That's the problem, man.
Right. That's right.
And that's something that, you know, we can't deny.
That's right.
It's something you can't hide from. And you have to accept it that there is rules for being black. And white people do get away with breaking rules, man.
That's right.
They do. Whether England likes it or not, whether they think we're racist, but it happens. It's not a black myth, man.
Right.
It's what we see every day, and it happens. And if it did not happen, we wouldn't even talk about it, man.
That's right.
You can't tell your son something that doesn't happen.
Right.
You're having that conversation with your son because it happens.
That's right.
So that's it. Man.
And look, and what the other one said was correct, man. During lockdown, what happened to black parties, man? The police came with their riot bands and shut it down, man. Right. And what we didn't fight, man. We took the fine. But you know what white people did in the speaker's corner? White people fought the police, man. Fought them. We would never, you know why? Because our parents had that talk with us, man. Right. They said, don't you dare fight the police, man. They will taser you, man. They will pepper spray you, man. These devils fought the police, man. In speaker's corner. You know why? Because they are free. They do the things that we would never dream of. The same way they went to the Capitol and stormed the Capitol, man. Black man, we don't even speak out in court, man. We're scared to speak out against the judge. We're scared of him. Why? Because our parents programmed us, had that talk with us. Listen, don't speak out against these policemen. Right. Don't speak out against the judges, man. And we're petrified of them. White people didn't have that talk, and they're free, man. They curse the police, curse the judge, curse. You know what I mean? A policeman tries to stop a white man at a protest. This is what he's going to do, man. You know what I mean? White people fought the police in speaker's corner, man. Fought them, and police were dipping, man. Look at that, man. These devils are ready to go to war, man. Now, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna play you footage of when Mark Duggan died and how they treated black people, man. And guess what? The police were prepared. Here, they're not prepared in their little high-vis vest and their shirt on. When it came for us, them black boots came out, man. That black stab-proof vest and helmet came out, and the riot shields came out, man. When it comes to black people, they're ready to kill. But white people, they're just upset, man. Come on, bear with them a little bit. Just upset. Let them burn some steam off with us. We get no leniency, man. So like it's
and as well, you see how they fight. Do you want to know why? Because with the conversation that they had, it was an hour one, man. They wasn't taught, you know, son, just be calm, be friendly. Yo, what's the famous one? Always have a smile on your face. You know what I mean? Nah, their family teach them, listen, fight for your rights, man. No one can't stop you. You can do what you like. And in that riot, that's what you're seeing, man. That's the conversation that their family gave them, man. This is your country. You have the right to do what you want. And as you can see, you know what I mean? One race, they have to talk about something else. And as for the white race, they are having a whole different conversation right there, man.
Right, man. And when Mark Duggan died, her brother died, the police weren't that lenient on us, man. Right. The police came out there with their horses and tear gas and batons and all types of stuff, man. Move on, man, because them just wipe me up, man. So, like, yeah. some bottles, man. Should be here. So I feel like the plastic bottle, the water will come out. All the water come out, man. Had it been a black man now, they would do the got the footage and everything lock you up, man. Right, lock you. Drones out, man. The drones out, man.
On the level though, like real.
It's like the equip video, so like bear me a second, get the right one.
Me, I've never actually been stopped and searched. I'll be honest.
Do you know what's so funny? I got a stop and search story. I got two actually. Yeah. So I'm outside my block of flats. Yeah, and two police officers walk up to me. Now this was the times I was 13. This is the times when I was rocking my high top.
Right.
I had a high top, right?
Yeah.
And I had my afro comb in my pocket. And you know the one with the fist, you know the one with the black fist, right? And police officer stopped me. He was like, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm literally going home. It's my house right there." And he was like, and I was 13. I didn't know the law. I didn't know nothing. So then he was like, "Well, empty your pockets." And I was like, "It's a police officer, and I'm 13.
Okay.
I'm into my pockets."
But they can't search you without an adult anyway. But you didn't know that.
I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So I took my afro comb out of my pocket, and he was like, "What's this?" I was like, "It's my comb." And he looked at me. He was like, "Looks like a weapon to me."
Damn, man.
And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
This is my comb." And then another time when I was like 13, this is what me and my friend, like, we were just 13-year-olds just ramping around. Like, so we were on this date. We saw a police car, and my friend said, "Should we run? See if they chase us?" Right? We were 13. Do you know what I mean? And like, we were like, "Yeah, let's run." So there was like 4 of us, and we saw the police. They saw us, and we were like, and we started running, right? So we just saw them flick on their blue lights and start, chasing us. But we knew the estate, so we hopped through certain places where they couldn't go, where the cars couldn't go.
You guys just do it for the thrill?
We did it for the thrill. We did it for the fun.
Right.
So we ran into this road, and all of a sudden, these 2 police vans just stopped at the end of the road, like swerved in, and I swear about 8 officers jumped out. Yeah, and we were like, shit. Like, so then the police officers walk up to us, and they were like, where you boys running to? And so I had like a cocky friend. He was like the older one. He was like 16. We were like 13. He was like, "We're just getting exercise, isn't it? We're just getting exercise." And the police officer said to him, "Well, I guess we'll just exercise you down the station then, won't we?" Them police officers that will exercise you down the station. And we were like, no, we've never done nothing. And then the officer took out his baton, and he looked at all of us and he said, "I can either punch you in your face or beat you with this. Which one do you want?" And I was like, whoa. That's when I was like, well, this shit is actually quite serious.
Yeah.
And so then I was with one of the people that was there was my cousin, and I just like pulled him, and I said, his name is Jay. I said, "Jay, run." I said, "I'm not getting beaten today." And literally, I pulled him and I said, "Now!" And we just all just took off. Them. Yeah. They didn't get to like check. They left us alone.
That's madness, isn't it?
But it was a scary time. You're 13 years old. Do you know what I mean? So we just ran away from them. So yeah, the police can be a very interesting outfit.
Look at that, man. While these white kids are talking about, I remember the time where we knocked on old man Mikulski's door and we used to play knock door run. This is the stories we tell, man. We got our stories are different from theirs. This year, I remember when I was young and was playing, what's it called? Knock down ginger. And I almost got caught, man. That was so fun. Our childhood stories are different, man. That's right. I remember at the time the police harassed us at 14. I said, this brother ain't lying, man, because I've been harassed I was about 14 also, man. Right. I remember like it was yesterday. A policeman stopped me, man. I'm on the phone to my mom, I had a flip phone. I had a flip Motorola, man. And my mom's on the phone like saying, "Listen, you know what I mean? Why you not home yet, man? It's late." So I'm explaining to my mom, so like I say, how much
Hey, what's going on, Akim?
There, sir, we're good, sir. I see you come with the blue. You look, okay, I see you, man. Every time you go when it comes to it's all right, man.
A man can't have nothing or us, but man don't start on my judgment, but
it's all right, man.
I'll go and take it off. Nice, jeez, I mean,
it's a fine piece, though. It's a bad head piece, man.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, brother. Thank you. A compliment. Yeah, I mean, that was.
I'm not bad, man. I give respect where it's due.
Bad mind. Bad mind and bad mind.
It's a bad head piece, man. I see, you know what I mean?
Yeah, some slight.
So, okay, man.
On the post Passover way. Yeah, I mean. I see Dom go by in the corner there with the beret. Looking. Yeah, I mean, looking like the enforcer and thing. You know what I mean?
That's why I like the UPK. The UPK, we're in a world of our own, man. Remember last year we had like a TAM season going on.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's out there doing the Boss It challenge, and we're in a world of our own. We got our own challenges. We got our own style and thing. Come on, man. We had the Mitri season, TAM season.
Nah, Mitri's don't have no season, man.
It's like what?
Forever.
I used to like co-sign the Mitri, man. I see you kind of not doing it too tough as usual, man.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's, you know, Mitri for me, me personally, I like Mitri. Mitri's is my shit. But you know what I mean? I don't see whatever else fits in the.
You know, I noticed that you don't really rock the war scarf that comes at the sides. That's not really a thing.
You see, I was saying the man woman gave him the whole recipe on the internet, and I don't understand. Father.
Come on, it's like I said, help a young officer out, man.
Listen, man. All I can tell you is that you gotta find yourself within yourself.
You're gonna go there on me.
Listen, you know what I mean? Listen, it's not okay. I'll do them old school. It's not what's on the head, it's what's in the head that matters. That old school philosophy. Yeah, man. Listen. Y'all can't be the only flies niggas around. What? So I can't get a little fly in this too. Quarter side of love. Help out. Boy, them men can't leave my alone. Boy, sir.
Boy, it's a captain to mess up my segment, you know.
Don't put out there. Don't put out there. Don't put out there.
I have to find him.
Where you say quarter side of mess up?
Nothing, sir.
I have to find him, man. On $100. 100.
Yo. So what we dealing with?
We got one video here where brothers on the topic that black people teach. Like, as a black man, we gotta teach our kids things that white people don't teach their kids. We tell our kids, you know, when the policeman stops you, don't be rude, don't do this. You know what I mean? Talk a certain way because you won't get the job. Right. Meanwhile, oppressors don't have that problem. You know what I mean? Their kids are, you know, worried about Halloween and what they're gonna dress up as. And we played a video for my brother that says from 14, man, police were stopping, frisking him and harassing him. Meanwhile, oppressors' kids ain't going for this. So I'll play the video for you again, sir.
Yeah, I've never actually been stopped and searched, I'll be honest.
Do you know what's so funny? I got a stop and search story. I got two actually. Yeah, so I'm outside my block of flats, yeah, and two police officers walk up to me. Now, this was the times I was 13. This is the times when I was rocking my high top.
Right.
I had a high top, right? Yeah. And I had my afro comb in my pocket. And you know the one with the fist? You know the one with the black fist, right? And police officer stopped me. He was like, where you going? I said, I'm literally going home. It's my house right there. And he was like, and I was 13. I didn't know the law. I didn't know nothing. So then he was like, well, empty your pockets. And I was like, it's a police officer in. I'm 13.
Okay.
I'm into my pocket.
They can't search you without an adult anyway. But you didn't know that.
I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So I took my afro comb out of my pocket and he was like, what's this? I was like, it's my comb. And he looked at me, he was like, looks like a weapon to me.
Damn, man.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
This is my comb. And then another time when I was like 13, this is what me and my friend, like, we were just 13-year-olds just ramping around. Like, so we were on the estate, we saw a police car, and my friend said, should we run? See if they chase us, right? We were 13, do you know what I mean? And like, we were like, yeah, let's run. So there was like 4 of us, and we saw the police, they saw us, and we were like, and we started running, right? So then we just sort of flick on their blue lights and start, you know, chasing us. But we knew the estate, so we hopped through certain, you know, certain places where they couldn't go, where the cars
you guys just do it for the thrill?
We did it for the thrill. We did it for the fun.
Right.
So we ran into this road, and all of a sudden, these 2 police vans just stopped at the end of the road, like swerved in, and I swear about 8 officers jumped out. Yeah, and we were like, shit. Like, so then the police officers walk up to us and they were like, where you boys running to? And so I had like a cocky friend. He was like the older one. He was like 16. We were like 13. He was like, we're just getting exercise, innit? We're just getting exercise. And the police officer said to him, well, I guess we'll just exercise you down the station then, won't we? You know, them police officers like, we'll exercise you down the station. And we were like, no, we've never done nothing. And then the officer took out his baton and he looked at all of us and he said, I can either punch you in your face or beat you with this. Which one do you want? And I was like, whoa, like that's when I was like, well, this shit is actually quite serious.
Yeah.
And so then I was with one of the people that was there was my cousin, and I just like pulled him, and I said, his name is Jay. I said, Jay, run. I said, I'm not getting beaten today. And literally, I pulled him and I said, now, and we just all just took off.
Them.
Yeah. They didn't get to like check. They left us alone.
That's madness, isn't it?
But it was a scary time. You're 13 years old. Do you know what I mean? So we just ran away from them. So yeah, the police can be a very interesting outfit.
Look at that, man. True story at 13, and people wonder why we run from the police, man. People say, "Oh, why you running from the police for? Oh, stop lying about you were scared. You had drugs on you, man." Nah, man. At 13, you go for something like this, you will have a bad thought of the police for life. And his story ain't any different from nobody else's, man. You know, I got stories as well. I remember, as I was saying, I came from school once, man, and my mom was on the phone telling me what time do you call this. I had a flip Motorola, man. And as I'm talking to my mom, the policeman come and shut my phone, man. Flipped it, shut it on me, man. Didn't break it, but he shut the phone. I was like, listen, there's been robberies around here. You fit the description, man. Search me and everything, man. No adult present. It's against the law to search man with no adult present, man.
Right.
Did that to me. And then when he didn't find enough, he's like, let's go. Didn't fool me out, phone or nothing. He was disappointed that he didn't find enough. Like, oh, just go, man. Many brothers can tell you many stories, man. And this was young school. I was in my uniform, man. And brothers can tell you many stories. Well, a little white boy said, "Oh, I remember the days when we was doing this and we went to Halloween and trick or treating." They can't tell the stories we tell, man. Our stories, our childhood's different from theirs, man. They talk about, remember the time we stole the apple from the convenience store and ran out? Not ours, man. Ours is, remember that time the policeman searched us? I said, I either hit you with his battening or punch you in your face. That's our stories, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and to add on to that, you know, you gotta really imagine this. You know what I mean? With like those boys, they're young, and a big man wants to harm a man for no reason. Your adult hand wants to punch a young boy in the face. Something's wrong with you, man. And that's why, you know what I mean? Everyone online, worldwide, you got to come into the UPK, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If you think 999 can help you, you are wrong, man.
That's right.
You are reading about 999 and what they was going to do to that young boy, man. They're the people that we call for help. And the facts of it are, they don't want to help us, man. They're hunting us down, coming out of vans in them 8s. Nah, man. It shows that they're not for the helping of us. They use our young kids as a game, man. They can run after them and they can hit them when they like. So it behooves you to come into One West, man.
That's right. It's crazy as well. Like, black people's been criminalized for so long that even when we do nothing wrong, when we get stopped by the police and searched, we think it's a blessing that they let us go, man, and we don't report it because to us it's like it's a blessing. Like, you know what? I was supposed to get punched in the face by Officer Buck. He's let me go free. Whereas the white man here used to getting stopped by the police, so he puts in complaint after complaint. Whereas with us, we see it as, you know what? The police let me go. This is a blessing. There's no point in me putting in a complaint because really, I'm from a background of criminals, and even though I ain't done nothing, because of the color of my skin, I'm supposed to do something.
Yeah,
I'm guilty already because of the color of my skin. So this police officer letting me go, even though I ain't got no drugs in me, him letting me go proves that he's not that bad and he's not racist. So we look at it that way, whereas the white man looks at it like, you pulled me over, said disrespect, and give me your badge number, and I'm going to the police station to put in a complaint. But we look at it like, oh, that was a close call, man. They pulled us over, and we got to go. Whereas we should look at it like how the white man does. Can I have your badge number, and then you go put in a complaint, man. Because we don't put in complaints like Officer Crafty said, man. He didn't even give him a slip. If it was a white man's father would have took his son to the police station, man. I said, which officer arrested my son? I want his name and all the details. Whereas with us, we're just easy targets because we don't put in complaints. Like the police officer saying, yo, I'll punch you in the face or hit you with the baton. He knows we're just happy to get away, so we'll get hit with the baton. As long as we don't get arrested, we'll be like, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
Whereas a white man, don't look at it like that, man.
Exactly. It's down here, like as you're saying, it's like a certain amount of acceptance from us. You know, like we just accepted. Even Tupac had the song, "That's Just the Way It Is." Yeah. Remember, that song, "That's Just the Way It Is." Like, he talk about the drug dealing, he talk about the police brutality, about the pressure women facing with the abortion and the rape and whatever. But he say, yo, that's just the way it is. Things will never change. You know what I mean? Like that's how we are in the world. That's growing up as a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian in the world, we just accept. We are very accepting of things, and this is just how the way it is, and we'll just deal with it. Our life, everything about our life is, just deal with that certain aspect and never ever say, well, this is not acceptable.
That's right.
Or like even a couple of weeks ago, I brought out the story about the brother and the sister who was I think it's a brother or both. They wasn't together. It's two separate people, but they had the same problem where they had a council house and it was overrun with mold. That's not an uncommon problem. That's not an uncommon problem that Israelites face, where some wicked bastard landlord know the apartment full of mold, or behind the drywall is full of mold, and he just scrape it and paint it over, and he'll stick you in there with kids. And then when the things start coming out, we just, because of our, economic situation, or we so disenfranchised and ain't got no power, we accept it. You get the point? We fully accept the badge that, you get me?
We're just happy to get a house. We're happy to have a roof overhead. We're just happy. We'll pay like extortion price, no heating, no anything, but we're just happy that, you know what? We got a house. Leave it as that, man.
That's right.
So luck, yeah.
Yep. It's definitely that. Even hold on, man. What I'm looking for here, boy.
Even at the slave, we get treated wrongfully and talked to wrongfully, but we're just happy to have a slave. We don't put in no complaints. We don't want to upset the master. Just leave it. He's having a bad day, because Lord forbid, I'll go on and lose his job, man.
That's right.
So even just keep my mouth shut. You're a grown man talking to you about what time do you call this? You're a big man,
right?
You should be dealt with properly. But we just take it because, hey, I got a job, man, and let's not upset the manager. We think what's normal is what, like, a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
We're just happy not to be arrested, so we think, well, let us go. Let's go. Let's not, let us go. That's cool. And really, that's unacceptable, man. We should be like this. We should be like this. And this ain't right, man. We're just happy to get let go. We don't tell nobody, and life just moves forward.
Exactly. It's the same way, like how as a people we were so, we felt so overwhelmed with joy when they charged that cop for what's the brother named George Floyd, right? When they said they found him guilty, and like we are a people because of our sin, because of who we grew up worshiping. We don't understand judgment. That's right. Like we do not understand righteous judgment. We understand revenge. We understand, and revenge is not righteous judgment, because oftentimes the revenge we take does not meet the offense. It far exceeds the offense, which inspires now revenge from the other side, because you're going too far. And now the other side had to come on back. When righteous judgment, we absolutely have no understanding of it, not a clue. We don't get it. We really it's like a foreign language. Right. An absolute foreign language. And without judgment, without righteous judgment, meaning somebody deciding right and wrong, somebody suffering a punishment, and somebody, being vindicated. Without that, brother, you're like a ship at sea tossed to and fro.
That's right.
So not understanding righteous judgment, we're just happy to survive. You get the point? We're just happy to get away. That's why they give us all these plea deals. They charge you some big charge and wave 40 or 50 years in front of your face and say, well, you could plead to 3 years, 2 with probation. And brothers will take it because, once again, we do not understand righteous judgment. And it's because we grew up in the Christian church. You get me? If I could get one scripture, if you don't mind. I think Prasha is going to say something.
Concert I was, sir.
Go ahead, please.
No, yeah, it was just on the back of the video, sir. Like, one thing what happens a lot is an officer, he will stop you and say that someone has done an offense. But what does that have to do with you, man?
That's right.
You mean what they need to do is find him. What does it have to do with you? So now, even that in itself, that don't make sense because you're looking for someone and it's not me.
That's right.
So you know what I mean? So if anything, you gotta find him and just leave me alone, man.
That's right.
That's it.
Exactly. But once again, because of who we are, that doesn't work with us. And there's a very important aspect that same brother who y'all just did the tape on, he left out, which was race.
That's right.
Race is an important aspect. Like, okay, me personally, I can't tell one white man from another unless one's shorter or one is fatter or one is bald head and clean shaven and the other one have a beard. But if you line them all up, I can't really tell who is who. Right. And it's the same thing with them to us. So how in the hell they can't tell one brother from the other? How much time did they post Stormzy for who was the other guy? Lukaku. They mix up the two of them. They mix up, they mix them up so much. They did the same thing with Idris Elba and somebody else. They do it all the time, but yet still, when APB come out of all points bulletin, be on the lookout. Suspect is black. They stop right there.
That's right. That's right.
That's this black male. They stop right there, and every black male looks the same. So one shine is just as good as the other.
That's right.
So we frisk them down, stop them down. Is because and we accept it because we grew up Christian.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand? We grew up Christian. If I could get Psalms 51 and 5, please.
This is Psalms chapter 51 and verse 5. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me.
Right, say it again.
Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive thee.
Understand, like, because we grew up in the Christian church, like the Christians teach you, this means sex is sin because your mother conceiving you, conception is sex, right? You have sex with a woman, you conceive a child with her. The Christian church teach you that this scripture means sex is sin, right? That's why the priests don't take no woman. That's why they keep everybody separate. That's why, the boys, the acolytes, that's why molestation goes on in church so goddamn much, because they bastardize the scripture.
That's right.
This is not saying that. This is talking about our life, the life we live. That child that's born is born into a Christian world, which is a sinful world.
That's right.
Right.
You understand? That the child is shapen in iniquity from birth. The shape and the molding of that child is going to be sin from Christmas to birthdays. Anybody remember the first birthday you missed because of poverty? Because your parents couldn't afford it?
Last year?
You don't remember that? You don't remember that one birthday when you didn't get shit or you didn't get what you wanted, or that one Christmas where it was beer in the house? You probably have some great parents. I remember it. That was the end of birthdays and Christmas for me. It was the end of it. I didn't want to see a tree ever again in life. Because of course, you grow a child up, hyping them up for this one day. And then it's heartbreaking to a child to not get anything.
Right.
You're shaping that child in iniquity. You're shaping a selfish bastard. Listen, it hurt then, but I thank the Lord I went through that hurt, because it is absolutely selfish. And you're going to grow a bastard. That's why you have grown men and women who cry on social media and stuff because nobody wished them happy birthday. Nobody bought them a gift. You get the point? Nobody's celebrating this thing that really doesn't mean anything.
So for me,
go ahead.
Quick thing, I've been blocked for not telling people happy birthday, man. It's dead serious. I thought let you know, man. So lucky.
Listen, I'm trying. Listen,
grown people, mind you.
Because they was once children shapen and molded in iniquity. It's so lust-filled and full of lust. That's really what it is. You full of lust, and that's why you have around these holidays, Valentine's, birthdays, and Christmas, the crime rate goes up so much. Like everybody knows about the muggings on the street, right?
That's right.
Right. Go. Any one of you brothers who work in retail stores and stuff like that. Go ask them retail managers how much merchandise go missing from the stores around Christmas. Yeah, I mean, there's a brother I know, he manages a store, brother, and the insurance claims skyrocket between Christmas and Valentine's Day. When they get caught, man, I was just trying to buy stuff for the kids. I was planning to sell these because my woman this, my woman that. And now he had to go to jail and face felony charges, and the broad leave him. All because you don't grow up a certain way. So now, you imagine that mentality of just surviving, doing whatever to survive, and then you get pulled over. All you care about is not going to jail.
That's right.
Right.
Rights don't matter to you. Being treated honorably don't matter to you because you grew up valuing dishonor.
That's right.
You grew up valuing, if I want it, I take it. You get the point? I'm the bigger brother, I'm the bigger child. I'll just go snatch that from whoever. I'll just go snatch it and move. I'll do whatever. I'll, steal from whoever. I'll piss whoever off. And you grew up that way. So righteousness, it does not appeal to you. It's not valuable. Being treated honorably is not valuable. All that matters is I get to go home tonight.
That's right.
You get the point? Oh, that's all that matters. And that's because of the Christian church. It's because of how we grow up. You understand? It's because of how we grow up. Imagine growing up in a place where you say shalom to somebody, the person don't say shalom back. And we could end up in court because of that. You understand what I'm saying? We could end up in court because you didn't say hello to me. Imagine something that it might seem light, but imagine, you think about how black people are. Where you walk down the street and you, hey, what's up, brother? And he look at you like, and just keep moving. Imagine being able to go back and say, hey, yo, I just said, what's up to you? What's going on? Do we have a problem? You sure I didn't offend you? Well, we could go to court over this thing. You get the point? Like, imagine so much value is placed on just speaking to someone. Imagine the standard that community gonna have.
That's
right. You get what I'm saying? There's so much value in it. It's different from today, where the cop would say, what's that in your pocket? A comb? Well, that looks like a weapon to me. Right. That is so dishonorable to tell a child that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? A comb is a weapon, so what the hell is that? It's how we grow up. It's how we grow up. The church is the reason why. It's robbed us of righteous judgment. Righteous judgment is what a nation needs to survive. Without righteous judgment, you have chaos. You have what's going on now.
That's
right.
You know what I mean?
Kind of want caught. So other news now, we got Harvey from the Soul Salad crew, man. Salakia. You remember Harvey for Soul Salad crew? Get me? So Harvey's famous for what? Cheating on his wife, Alicia, man. And Harvey was part of the Soul Salad crew in the year 2000s, and his wife was a part of what? Mystique. And she was like the eye candy of Mystique back then. And he's famous for cheating on his wife. He was in the tabloids, in the newspapers, on the news, and he cheated on his wife with the winner of, was it Pop Idol? Pop Idol, Jaheen. So he's telling us. So he's older now. He's in his 40s now, 41, and he's talking about what happened, how he got caught, and he said how Jaheen's ex-man told his wife. So he's driving home, and his wife like, she knows, and this is how he runs down the event. And I watched the video. I was like, yo, we've been ground to powder, man. You're gonna understand what I mean when I say ground down to powder. He expresses how scared he was in his own house. So I'm gonna show you how this man felt, man.
From my house, Javeen's rang me and gone, she knows, as I pulled up on my drive. Mate, the worst thing I've ever had to do is tell a woman that I'm cheating on her. I bought her a dog, imagine that.
What kind?
Fucking hell. A lab. Sorry, it was a Labrador.
Lab.
Yeah. And then I've walked in the front room and she's gone, do you want some food, Harvey? Fucking hell. Yeah. Of course I will. Sit down, Harv. How was your day? Yeah, fine. Look, swear to God, James. Guess what program was on the TV? Tyra Banks show, right? At the time, because it was what, 2005?
Yeah.
Guess what Tyra Banks show was about? Cheating.
Did she put that on purposely?
I swear. And then she went, This is exactly what she did. She went. She was there watching the TV. You enjoying your food? Yeah. Pause. My heart sank. She went. And I went. And that was it, mate. I thought she was going to fucking kill me, mate. I thought she was going to absolutely, like... It was the worst... Till this day, it's the worst 2 days I've ever spent in my house. Then my mum rang me. You fucking stay in the house, you dirty tramp. You've just broke your wife's heart. Yeah, you owe her that. You owe her that. So I'm like, as well as my agent calling me. I'm in every fucking newspaper now. It's come out in the papers. Now everyone hates me.
Love that.
Yeah, love rap. My mental health's like, oh my God. So everywhere I go, it's just, I've gone from being in a celebrity relationship to being loved to being hated within 48 hours.
Yeah.
Self-inflicted.
But you were a power couple, man.
Hold on. Wait, leave him there. Hold on. Explain this to me. So he was with this broad, right? And then he was with another one.
So he was with, at the time, he was part of a group. When Garage came out, it was a part of a group called Soul Salad Crew. Biggest garage group at the time. Then there was a female garage group that was big also, called Mystique. And the star of that group, she wasn't the main singer, but she was the star. Like all the girls sang, but she rapped. So she was like Lisa Left Eye Lopez of TLC, but in that group. Pretty looking as well. And he had her. So there was like Posh and Beckham.
You fancy, you spend a little bit of extra time. You spend a little bit of extra time describing the broad there. So it's like,
no, she's fine.
Like, Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
No, coming back. Lisa Left Eye Lopez rapped in the group. That what made her.
I just saying, if you could devote some time to her, don't tell me that when I talk about ZZ Mills.
No, I'm
saying is,
I'm talking about the talent.
If you could devote some time to whatever, when I talk about ZZ, leave me alone.
So I'm talking, it's strictly talent. Strictly talent. I'm talking about the talent. That's all.
All right, no sweat. I'll leave it there. Go ahead.
Let me pull his broad up. I don't know.
You see how much trouble they're going through? That's now a ton of trouble right there, brother.
This is the broad right here. So luck, yeah.
You see that now you wanna make sure I understand why.
Exactly. Yeah. When I took time out to break it down.
Ah boy.
It's pretty decent. Good looking girl,
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Special.
Anyway, back to my story.
Say that again there, say it a little louder.
2 miles from the house, Javine rang me.
What quarter say that?
What do you say, Quazza?
I'm not getting involved.
I thought somebody said nothing special, so I can.
No, Dungabar.
Dungabar, you said nothing special?
Nah, she's not.
Yeah.
I've seen better.
Yeah, she just straightened her hair out a little bit.
You know why you can see better? Because the Bible says one sister better than another. So of course you seen better, bud. Come on, man.
Listen, listen. All I'm saying is, when I talk about ZZ Mills, don't tell me nothing. No, don't say nothing. You see what I'm saying?
So
anyhow, lay not straight.
So anyway, both of them was like Posh and Bex. Oh, Salakia, I got support online. It says Gas, she's beautiful. Thank you, Kola. Thank you. Viewer. Got a viewer online. But anyway, let me not get off a topic.
I ain't say the girl ugly, I'm just saying, you just, you spent a minute to Google that. God damn. I mean, Salakia, she's all right. Yeah. I've seen better. I'm just saying. So wait, let me ask you, that was his woman or she's the one he cheated on?
That was his woman. That was his woman at the time, his fiance at the time.
Okay. So let me see the one. Let me see the one he cheated on. Let me see the one he bunched you with. if y'all say this one bad, y'all say this one bad, right?
I think the one he cheated on with me personally, I think he kind of downgraded. That's just me. I'm saying Javine. Javine. Oh yeah.
Bro, I should remember, boy. Javine. Bro, I should remember that one. But bro, I should say, yeah, Javine. He's like with a V. Javine.
I don't feature all that me personally, but I don't know. What's it, Javine Hilton?
Looks better in motion.
Quasi goes better in motion.
She what?
Quasi goes better in motion.
Salaki.
You man are cold, man. You better cold, man. Come on, man.
Nah, I mean, Salaki, I mean.
All right, this is it right here.
Okay, I can't tell. They look the same.
It's the same to me. I think
They look the same.
I think it's the same person.
Nah, man.
They look the same. And he have a type.
Yeah, he likes light. He's a guess. I'm
This
guessing.
dude have a type for sure.
The same as well.
All right. If that's what he like, that's what he like. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I ain't say the girl ugly. I didn't say that. Don't nobody come and say I say the girl ugly. I didn't say the girl was ugly. That's it. I'm stopping right there.
So
I ain't
it's like I said, so there was like Posh and Beckham, you get me?
Right.
And there was everyone was like, oh, there's like that perfect couple in the media and whatnot. So this next bro, the second one won, I think it was Papa, I don't know. And he must have been having sex with her. So then she had an ex-man that was still kind of loving her, like still involved, and her man went and told his fiance.
Oh, so these girls was hoes.
Oh, I don't know all that. Yeah, definitely. But I don't know.
I think that's what I was seeing. That's why I didn't find it was all that. I think I was seeing it visually. Like
no, his fiance, but his fiance went the hole. It was the one he was.
I mean, I don't know.
The one giving a bond with.
Well, we don't know. We don't know because shit. If she leave him off of that, then shit.
Yeah, you come on, Khan.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I see the spirits. I know y'all be seeing what the camera show you. I be seeing the kraken that bent up like this behind that. Yeah, man.
So this brother saying how basically even his mom was against him, man. His mom called him a fucking dirty tramp, and this man is petrified. He's petrified in his own house. You hear me? He went, scariest moment of my life, mate. Scary. He's a grown man, twice the size of his own woman, and she got him scared. His mom came against him. The world came against him, all because he wanted to have a second wife, man. So lucky.
Okay, he didn't want to have a second wife. He wanted to have sex with somebody's woman. This is an adulterer we're looking at here.
That's right.
This is a full-out adulterer. It's different. It would have been different if that was matey. If that was, girl down the street. You know what I mean?
Right here, matey. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, matey in the good sense, not matey in the bad sense. It would have been different. But this is a full-out adulterer. He had one woman, and he went and had sex with another man's woman. You understand? Right. The man, of course, get mad and then tell his woman what's going on. It's just that's normal celebrity life. It's not normal life for us, but them celebrities, they have sex with each other in season. You understand? In season, they have, he having sex with her this season. By next year fall, she having sex with somebody else who in the same industry. And they just pass each other around, and then, by age 50, everybody done tasted everybody. It's just nasty. It's just a big old nasty mess. It's just, he's an adulterer. That's right. He's an adulterer. The other broad is definitely a loose thing. A loose, nasty thing. She's with, you do your thing. She with one woman, and then think this out. Some Remy down there if you want. Yeah, she with one man, and then she gone with another man, and all of I'm too I got her. And then all of a sudden, he's the bad guy. Nobody calling the second woman a slut. Anybody say that? Nobody saying that, but she's so beautiful. You're all mad at me because I call her. I was just trying to keep my mouth shut. I give it a 2-0. That's what this really is here. This here is adultery.
That's right.
When this here is adultery, and he suffered an adulterer. He suffered as an adulterer. Now, at the same time, the world looks at this as the same way it would look as if he just had 2 women. You get the point? The world would look at it the same way So for sure, there's nothing evil about a man having more than one wife. There's nothing evil about it. But this is not the case here with him. He went into full out adultery. He took another man's woman. What we got to call?
Call one, cancer.
If I could, I agree with Captain Mustaf. It's an Alabat.
Who's that? That sounds like Karam Yala.
Oh, Karam Yala.
Karam, that's you? that sounds like Karam there.
I agree with you, sir. Fully agree with you. And that's all right. Letting them about alone.
Yes, she definitely loose. She definitely loose her. She absolutely loose. You know what I mean? And he suffered for it. You know what I mean? He suffered for it because he's simple. And this is what he doesn't know. His mother is mad because she is backing the horse. What does that say about his mother?
I ain't calling I did some as mom, but you know, I don't even
Salaki, all right. Did his father call him?
Nah, sir.
Okay, I guarantee you, where's daddy? All right, I'm done. Salaki.
Salaki say
listen, I ain't been here for about 3-4 weeks. I ain't coming with no chaser today. None. I ain't coming with no chaser today. You drink it and let it hit your chest hard. But you know, that's the life of them celebrities, just adultery and whoring, and he's mad, and they're mad at him because he went and they should be mad. You're adulterer, nigga.
That's right.
That was straight up adultery. The second woman, she was with a dude already, right?
No, it said he claimed they was finished, and my man was well, it's still his woman actually. He was salty about it years later, but he claims he didn't know, and he thought they moved on, some shit like that. But and that's all the daughters say that shit, to be honest.
Yeah, that sounds like some adultery right there. That sounds like straight up adultery.
That's some adultery chat right there.
Yeah, I think that's straight.
Like you said. Since we're talking about Bond, I got to hit you with this one real quick, man. You ready for it?
You listen to that.
You see the eyes? Like, shit, my wife's watching. He's having sex with his physiotherapist, man.
Listen to that. You know why he looked up?
To see if his wife's looking.
No. Those cameras, each of them just plug into the big screen that be up in them stadium. You ever notice after they score a goal, sometimes they'll stop and they'll just look up because the replay playing on that huge screen that everybody could see. So he looking to see if this camera is playing on that big screen, and when he see it, then he push her hand down because everybody's seeing she touching him. He should have just played this shit cool, man. Come on, Raheem. Come on, Raheem. Play it again.
Apparently, the backstory is this is his physiotherapist. So, who knows what him and his physiotherapist get up to? Oh, no.
Come on, dude. What you doing? See, keep it right there. Don't move it. Keep pull it back. How the song go? When they grab a hat, Steve. Yo, Raheem, look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
You put a hand down like that. Don't touch me. Not here, man.
Yo. Listen, that ain't nothing new either. Remember that a physio, they're seeing you naked. They're seeing you naked. They're seeing you, all how. And these teams, they start having female physios. I think Chelsea did it. Chelsea was the first one to do it a few years ago. I don't know if you all remember. Chelsea was one of the first ones to do it, I believe. I could be wrong. But they're bringing in these female physios. These is niggas who they live their life to train. They're fit and strong. And she up in there rubbing them down when they get cramped, stretching them out, opening them out. Them niggas walking in there with a jock strap. What do you think is eventually going to happen? I don't understand it.
That's right. They got that sex to them.
So, and listen, Raheem is a man, you know, he ain't the most disciplined when it comes to that thing. Yeah, I mean, Raheem come across here and get some Instagram model to come to the room off the break. Yeah, I mean, he ain't the most disciplined, but he push a hand down like,
what? Not here, man.
What are you doing, bro?
What are you doing, man?
Allow it, bruv. Allow it. Allow it, bruv. We say quarters are boys, sir.
Boys, sir.
Nah, man. He got caught slipping there still, but should have played it cool, man. Should have played it cool.
And this is the thing about it too. He ain't bound to be doing nothing, but just her coming up to him, it could spark controversy. Just because it's him. You know what I mean? Just because it's him, it could spark controversy. You get it? Like if she went to that old ugly sweeper Manchester have, Maguire. That old big blockhead defender they have. Nobody would have guessed, you know, he putting down anything there because of who he is. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that big old ugly old blockhead Harry Maguire. I don't understand how they pay so much money for that food. But the white man, that's who he is. You know what I mean? Go ahead. I'm gonna be right back with you, all right?
Hello, cousin. Boy, sorry, he was dirty, man. What should have done was play it cool. Now, but when these things pop out here like that, you can't help but kind of just flinch, man. You get me?
Now what? All right, now, what like he done? It made it so obvious. You know what I mean? All they had to do was just ride the wave, just help my hand, but you know, come on now, you can let go. You know what I mean? He could have made it look so natural, but he made it obvious to where now everyone knows that there's something going on between him and her, man. If you're acting like that, it obviously just can't be business, because that body language and how you're acting is showing that there's a lot much more going on behind them doors, man.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, did you mention the video that the man gets stabbed on the bus?
Stabbed on the bus? No.
Like two men was arguing with the boss, man. They were outside.
Off the bus.
Yeah, you see the joke up, man. Oh, shit, was us. Yeah, two black men still. I think that man that got joke up was African still. so it was like, oh. Let me see what I'll go on now, man. Raheem, man. Nah, it's just.
So is your white? I think it's a picture too.
I think she was white or something. So I couldn't tell. Listen, that nigga's having sex with them. I'm so lucky. You can't tell me he's not, man.
Nah, I don't think he's.
Oh, okay, I think he's, man. So lucky.
I reckon
he is, man. He flinched too quick. It's like, yo, but if it's a stranger, I'm like, oh, what's up, man? Number one, why is she going over to me anyway? Number two, why is he flinching, man? So I want to know. So lucky. Anyway, play the video real quick.
People, been doing a lot of self-reflection. You get me? A lot of reflecting over this quarantine, and I realised there's something I always do, which is when I see other black people, especially black men, I'm always screwing my face. I'm always looking at them, making them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure a lot of us do that too. It's just natural. I don't know why, but then when I see non-black people, I smile at them. I make them feel comfortable. You know, I want to show them that I'm not a threat as per se, innit? And that's wrong, you get me? I don't know, we've been conditioned to do that, and I just want to apologize to anyone that I've seen looked at funny, because at the end of the day, you're me, I'm you get me? So I just want to say sorry again, and it's just something that I realized that I do, innit? And yeah, man, that's about it, really. You get me? Enjoy your Easter, man.
This brother here said that when he sees black people, he gives them dirty looks. And when he sees oppressors, he gives them smiles and whatnot, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's a conditioning. You've been conditioned that when you see a black man, he's competition. When you see a black man, he's a threat. And then when you see white men, leave him alone, man. Listen, gang members, man, terrorize their own people And when it comes to a football match, white people walk through our community, man. And when you tell a brother this, he can't even fathom it. He don't understand. He don't even know he's doing it. He's like, wow, you know what? You're right. You know, I do that. Black women see other black women in the store. Yo, what's she looking at, man? Look at, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, to see blonde hair Becky and what right past us, man. What we don't understand is we've been conditioned and we don't even know it, man.
Right.
It's like a deep spell of Christianity on us. And it's just, it's crazy, man. It's deep to the point that we don't even know that we're doing it, man. Anyone chime in?
Yeah. And what I would like to add on to that is that we look at each other and it has to be hate when, why can't it be love, man?
Right.
Why can't it be, we don't have to be rivals, but if we work as one, we can all have something, man. And you know, and that's what religion has done to us. Religion has made us just think about us like, well, I have to get rid of him so that I can have it. But how about if we all work as one, we all can have it, man. I don't have to look at you and be like, you know what? I don't like this guy. I can love you and we can be hard, man.
Right.
A lot of people think that if you show love, it's some weakness about you. And you know what I mean? They don't understand it. But in the UPK, we understand it, man.
Right.
Let me tell you something. In here, we love each other and we're not soft, man.
That's right.
We actually do care about each other and we're not soft. So you know what I mean? With that video right there, I respect what he said. I respect the honesty as well, but that's not enough, man. He's got to take the next step and come in the UPK, man.
That's right.
And what I don't understand is that the oppression we're in is the reason why we like that, man. We've been put into survival mode, and so when you're surviving, you don't eat what you want to eat per se, man. You eat what you can eat, man. You eat what's available, man. Dogs are in survival mode, and black men have been made to be like dogs in England, man. Just surviving, just living. And when a dog sees another dog, what does he do? Attack that dog, man.
Right.
Bark after that dog, man. That dog becomes competition, man. Hence that saying, crabs in a barrel, man. And why? Because they oppress black people, stop and frisk us, give us low minimum wage. We're at the point that we think another black man's our enemy. When really the enemy is the one that put us in that condition, man. Right. The same man you smile at because you don't want to make him uncomfortable. That's the man you should be grilling.
That's right.
That's the man you should be angry at. That's the man that put you in that oppression, man. But you're grilling another poor black man, the man that you're smiling that's rich, man. That's right. And he ain't helping you. Your brother can't give you money because he's poor, but that white man, he can. Right. And that's the man you please, man, and love so much, man. You know what I mean? White people come to Aston and have football games with their children, man. Go to Chelsea and have football games with their children, and guess what? Black people don't harm them.
Right.
And the same black man that lives in Aston, he can't walk home at night time, man. He can't take the shortcut home, man. You know what I mean? You know that alley on the Birch Road, you can't go there, man. But these oppressors can go with their children, they're fine, man. And that's because why women survival mode, man.
Right.
When you're surviving, you don't eat what you want, man. You eat what you can eat, man. You make money any way you can, whether it's selling drugs or hustling or doing some illegal hustle, man. You know what I mean? It's lucky.
And also too, to add on it, on that video, once he said what he said, what was the last thing he said after that? Happy Easter.
That's right.
We showed you that. What, man? He's religious.
Right.
And what does religion do? Make you hate black people, man.
That's right.
Whether it's the church, whether it's the mosque, with them both, they hate black people. And that's why when he sees another black man, he makes him feel uncomfortable. Why? Because that is religious, man.
Right.
Religion is designed to make black people hate each other.
That's right.
And you know what I mean? Although he's apologizing, he's got to get rid of that religion, man.
Right.
If he's following Easter, that is a religious festival, man.
That's right.
That is a religious holiday. And you know what I mean? He needs to get rid of the religion and then come in the UPK. And that's how he really can love black people, man.
That's right.
That's how he really can love Hispanics and Native Indians. Otherwise, he's just going to say nice things and really subconsciously always be hating on black people, man.
That's right. I'm gonna get. I should have played this video last week, man, with David Lammy, man. David Lammy is a man that, you know, votes and marches and 10 down the street and, you know, all that good stuff, man. And this is what they said about, this is what a caller said on the LBC show to David Lammy. To anyone that don't know, David Lammy is a what you call a government official, man. An MP, a member of parliament. He sits in the House of Parliament, sits in the House of Commons and Laws, and he sits down and discusses things. And he got shown the other day that, listen, you're still black, man. And he was upset as well, so lucky.
Keep saying that you are African Caribbean, which is fine, but how can you be African Caribbean and English? I couldn't be African. I'm English, but I certainly could not call myself African Caribbean.
You could be Irish, though. You could have Irish.
No,
you could have
I'm
a bit
not Irish.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you could
Scottish.
be. You could be.
No, I'm not. Because I have looked my name right the way back to the Middle Ages, my maiden name, and I'm Anglo-Saxon.
Great.
But you will never be English. You are African Caribbean.
But why will I never be English?
Because you're African Caribbean. I can't say to you.
At what point? What about my kids? What are my kids? What are my
I can't
kids?
say I'm African Caribbean.
What? Yeah, but the truth is, Jean, just a little bit of history on this. Britain, 400 years ago, started going out into the world. It
Look how here it is, man. See, why can't I be British? Be black, man. Simple as that. Oh, his heart all broken and so forth, man. He thought, well, I've made it now. I've gone to House of Commons, gone to House of Law. Clearly, I'm English, man. You'll never be English, man. The white man will always let you know that you're not one of them. You don't matter how much wars you fight for them, how much sex you have with their women, how much kids you have with their women, you will never be one of them, and they're letting you know, man. This bro got his heart broken. He got his heart broken, like I said.
No. And if I can add on to that too, what's funny is the woman doesn't want to say because you're black, because you're African, a Caribbean. You know what I mean? Really, you should replace that with black man.
That's right.
Really, that's what she means. See, like basically saying I'm British and you won't be. Do you know what that really means? I'm white and you're not, man.
That's right.
You know, but obviously her being on the radio, she can't say it like that. So she's trying to use, you know what I mean? I'm British, you're not. When really what she means is, listen, England is for white people. You are a black man. Right. Shut up, man. You're always in the House of Lords talking nonsense, and I'm sick of it, man. Right. And you know what I mean? If she could say that, that's what she would say, man.
That's right. So David, let me have to learn the hard way, man. So luck, yeah. You want to say something?
Yeah, man.
Go on, Quasar.
Why? So let me get in on this one, man. Some girl try to say the same thing to me the other day, you know, try to say something about, because from the Caribbean, or you're descended from the Caribbean, that you can't be English. And I was like, how does that make any sense? You get me? So you're trying to say I'm Caribbean, but I was put there in slavery, you understand? That's a slave plantation. So how could I be from there? I must have came from somewhere before that.
That's
you understand? And in the English, we occupied this place before these so-called white people did. You understand? Right. We conquered and ruled this place. So they're not English. If we're not English, they ain't English. You understand? Right. We can't be Caribbean because that's a slave plantation. So who are we? You understand? It's a stupid argument. You understand? And these white people don't know what they're talking about, man.
There you go, man. Like the brother said, it was hard. You come to history class, we'll let you know that black people ruled England before white people did, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? You know, you can't be English. We was on the same island that you love so much and tell people to piss off home. We was here before you was, man.
Right.
We ruled. We got a picture of King James on the wall, which is a black man that ruled in England, man.
That's right.
And Scotland, Slovakia. Born in Scotland and, you know, came to England to rule, man. He made Britain. He made Scotland. He put Scotland and England together, making it Britain, man. Long before, you know, Queen Elizabeth today, man.
That's right.
And her husband, man, that just dropped out recently, man. So luck, what's it? Was it Philip?
Yep.
And there's an ugly, what's it called? There's ugly, was it casket? It's a funeral car, man. Mm-hmm. Long before, man. So we get to something else anyway. Got a couple more videos, then we're gonna wrap up. Got half an hour left, so we're gonna get through it. We gotta get into Boris Johnson, man, and the refurbishment of his house, man. We gotta get into it, man. Apparently, Boris Johnson, I'd rather see bodies drop. He'd rather see bodies drop than to lock England down again, man. Don't worry, man. We're gonna get all that, man. So luck, yeah.
On the level though, like real men just do real shit, because like I've got like a family member currently decorating my mum's house, always finished, yeah, and I think he was getting paid about £500 a week to do stuff there, and he was blatantly telling me that he gives his girl 150 out of that 500 every
That's
week.
mad.
And I was like, oh my god, you're a real one,
because you don't have to,
even for me to know that even men earning like that type of money still think of giving their woman a percentage. For me, that was really thoughtful. And I thought,
He does all the decorating.
but I know there's a lot of men that they ain't even trying to give you a 2%. Right?
They ain't even trying to pay for your Uber after you asked to come and see me. You've asked to come and see me, but you don't want to pay for. Listen, okay, get your money out.
Like finessing
Then
man
there's
or
no
whatever.
It's like we lose for the low, but it's what's touchy. It's what's
gotta stay on this one.
touchy, but it's like we
Gotta stay on this one.
lose for the low, but I ain't saying if you got to go take it away, but I'll keep quiet this one.
Wait, so the man said he does what?
So he decorate the yard for what? I think 5 bills and give woman 150. Wait, there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't see why that makes him a good man.
Exactly.
So if you don't give her, he's not a real man.
Exactly. Like,
so
listen,
like these women define what a real man is. So like, yeah.
Which means, listen, man, you want some of that money, you better get a paintbrush, man, and come do some decorating. Man. You better get a paintbrush, get a ladder. What else do they need? Some tape and whatnot. The thing is, man, they're always doing all of this based on, if a man gives me money, he's a real one. Everything is based on money. So if a man ain't got money, what? Meaning what? You have to pay for a woman's love. Can you just pull me up the definition of a prostitute? Because most women are prostitutes and don't even know it.
See, so wait, hold on. So how you all had a problem with me 5 minutes ago, but then I get to say this and nobody says shit. I'll just tell him this. Yeah, man, don't go back telling it, man. Give it to them raw, man. No chaser.
Because most women are prostitutes and don't even know it. So we're going to read the definition of a prostitute and see if you fall in the category, man. Because 90% of women fall in this category and don't even know it. Read it for me.
A person who engages in sexual intercourse in exchange for pay.
In exchange for what?
In exchange for pay.
For a Chanel bag. In exchange for what?
Exchange for pay.
In exchange for jewelry. In exchange for what?
Exchange for pay.
Listen, man, you have sex with a man based on him giving you money, which means what's the word?
Prostitute.
This is what you are, man. You're a prostitute who just don't know you're a prostitute, man.
That's right.
Most women just don't know the prostitutes. You're talking about he's a real man because he gives you money. No, man. He's your pimp and you're the prostitute, man. That's all it is. He's paying you for sex and giving you a Chanel bag, but you look at it like it's a good thing. I'm not being with no broke man. I'm being with a man that's got all the money. You know, different to a prostitute. Prostitutes sleep with men who have the money, man. And that's exactly what you are. You just don't know it, but you found out you're a prostitute today. So lucky.
That concludes the boys segment. No, but okay, like no, it might sound funny and it might sound harsh, but once again, growing up in the Christian church, this is how you taught. This is how you taught. And again, just like the brother who we talked about before, the superstar celebrity who had a celebrity girlfriend and he committed adultery with another woman. We taught growing up that that man, he has to pay that child support. That's the modern black family, right? The modern black family, you know, with the exception of a few in the world I'm talking about, is you're growing up and that's the baby daddy, you the baby mother, child support, and the father's only role is to provide cash.
That's right.
You understand? And now he can't correct his daughter. He can't spank her. He can't do anything because, of course, the mother's going to take away his rights. The only thing he can do for that daughter is what?
Pay.
Like you remember T.I. said he takes his daughter on trips. That's his daddy time. T.I. said daughter on trips for daddy time, expensive trips and buying shit for her. That's daddy time. That's a dangerous thing. Your daughter needs to hear no more from you than anything else.
That's right.
Needs to hear it. And not know like you're an animal, but know in terms of growing her, maturing her, because her not hearing no would mean she throws a fit when she reach 18 and that brother tell her no.
That's right.
You understand? Now she's gonna go for the man with the big money. You understand? But how could you blame her when that's what she's seen growing up?
That's right.
She's seen you come and drop money off for her mother in order to get her. She understands that money is a transaction. And if men is willing to drop money off for her, just for her to open her legs, that's an easy decision for a woman in the world, a Christian. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense to a Christian in the world. You get the point? It's like there's nothing for her to morally overcome. There's nothing for her to say, what? Nah, I can't do that. This is Chanel. This is Red Bottom. This is Birkin bag. This is trips. This is, whatever. It's how they grow, and it's on both sides. It's fully on both sides. Like she can't be a prostitute if a nigga ain't paying.
That's right.
You understand? So it is both sides. It's her being weak and easy, and the brother being weak and easy. Like what? You can't go get a broad, the good old cold way, the hardcore way. You can't do that. You can't, you want the easy sex, the one you could walk away from. The irresponsible sex. You get the point? It's the truth. It's again how you grow.
That's right.
Absolutely how you grow. And the Christian church done raised us to be whoremongers and whores.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the sad reality of it. You're just a nation of whoremongers and whores on different levels. Because now you have the physical level there, then you have the whole spiritual level. Where because you get a check, all of a sudden the white man is not the devil.
That's right.
All of a sudden, you need to teach your children to talk to the cops better. You get the point? All of a sudden, like recently when that girl with the knife, the 16-year-old girl with the knife up there in Ohio got shot. You saw the video? Right? You had a lot of people saying the cop was right for shooting her because she went to stab some other girl. Meanwhile, these 5 girls went to jump her. And she drew the knife to defend herself. Imagine how vulnerable she was feeling to go on the attack with cops there.
That's right.
You get the point? And I've seen these cops go after white people with full-out guns. Right there in Ohio, there was another one, some old man in a car with guns. The cop get up on the truck, stick his hand in the truck to stop the devil. The devil wind the glass up and trap him by the shoulder and sped off and beating him in his head with a hammer.
Damn.
And they arrest the old man. They didn't kill him. And he dragged this cop by the shoulder. And they didn't kill him. So now, anytime you're on the point where you justify the violence done to us, you're a whore.
That's right.
At the end of the day, this 16-year-old girl, think about how the life she had to live to draw a knife and try to, stab somebody. Most girls are very timid. They would retreat first. Think about how horrible her life had to be in order for her to do, to decide to go on the offense in that manner. And then this cop, if you saw the tape, the cop said, he drew the gun and then he said, back up, back up, back up, and then let off 4 clean shots. Only hitting her. He's a trained murderer. You mean to tell me he don't know in the police academy they don't teach you how to disarm somebody with a knife? They don't teach you how to draw that. He couldn't draw that taser and turn the volume all the way up and freeze her right there. He couldn't do none of that shit. But you have black people justifying the cops' actions because the girl had a knife. You're a whore.
That's right.
You're a whore. You because you get in a check, you have to say this so you could be politically acceptable to people.
That's right.
Get the point? And once again, it comes from how you were raised. You know what I mean?
So next story, Matt Hancock said that. Matt Hancock, who's the health secretary, said that the COVID vaccinations are bringing down the COVID cases in England. You know what I mean? But while he said that, there's a rap video speaking against the vaccine, man. Now, black men, listen, musicians are just musicians, man. Just listen to the tune, bang your head to the tune. Don't listen to these musicians, man. They don't know nothing about vaccines. You know what I mean? They're not scientists. All they do is make music, man. They make banging tunes, but listen, I know a lot of our brothers are gonna say, I'm listening to that tune, man. I'm not getting vaccine, man. The video's all hype and everyone's running through the streets with anti-vax t-shirts on. But listen, it's just a song, man. You know, don't go too far.
Don't take the vaccine. 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 Children, don't take the vaccine. 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 Life is on the inside. I try to run and get him feet right. Feet right. Don't come in on the seaside. He tried to die. One mother and she got crime scene, they breed a one time man a killer. Come to me, man. Sure to the dog, make them damn that feeling. Who the fuck is you fight and get the car? nasty. Wash it, see the wine, 16 and blast. Nah, miss the time, walk it, miss out. Mama, don't get the vaccine. Papa, don't get the vaccine. Don't get the vaccine. Don't get the vaccine. Don't get the vaccine. Don't get the vaccine.
I look at that, man. Listen, this is a music video where man telling people don't take the vaccine, man. You know what I mean? So don't listen to him and think, yo, well, I'm gonna listen. I don't know who this artist even is. But, you know, I'm not gonna say, well, I'm listening to so because he said don't take the vaccine, man. Let me tell you something, black man. This is what the statistics say, man.
It's like if I can just chime in on that, and I say this in the nicest way I can. If you listen to him, you're an idiot, man. and I will tell you why.
You're so offensive, brother. You're Benjamin, so offensive.
And I'll break it down for you. You're not gonna listen to a man who's in a lab for years on end, working on things like this because someone made a song. Someone who it's his life. He puts on that white lab coat and gets to work, man. Right. And you listen to a man that was you're gonna listen to a man that made the song in his bedroom. Nah, man. You know what I mean? If you believe him over someone who works in that realm, then you know what, man, you are an idiot, man. And man.
Listen, you're so right, because don't take the vaccine, but them East Indians dropping dead in the middle of Delhi streets,
That's right.
Right now, listen, I just posted a video of them dropping dead in Calcutta, just walking and falling out. Plat. Listen, Facebook, they said 30 days ban for posting sexual activity. And I'm like, how? There's no nakedness on the screen. This is East Indians walking and collapsing. They're laying them at the side of the road. And somehow Facebook said this is sexual activity. Maybe they just don't want us to know how bad it is over there. They're dropping dead, They're dropping dead biblical proportions, It's ridiculous what's going on over there. But then you have Negroes who are drug addicts that would tell other brothers and sisters, do not take the vaccine. Listen, don't take it if you're scared.
That's right.
I'm telling you straight. If you're scared, don't take it. But don't tell somebody else who's not scared to not take it. You understand it? It's the same. It's like Tylenol. You scared of Tylenol? Don't take Tylenol.
That's right.
If I want to take it, I'm going to take it. You get the point? I'll go get it. I'll go absolutely get it. It's amazing how we come out so gung-ho against this thing that could save our life. But the things that actually are killing us, there's no songs about it. There's no songs about not getting high no more.
That's right. They make songs about being high.
Exactly. You get the point. It's again, it's how we were raised. It's absolutely how we raised that. So like, I mean to cut you all over.
So on the back of that as well, what you're saying, while we're making songs saying don't take the vaccine, video shoot, camera out, everything. This is what the Indians are saying about that vaccine, man. So luck, yeah.
Just need to recognize how devastating what's going on in India really is. This is not a wave, this is a tsunami. And many experts said it was a question of when, not if, we'd see these sorts of impacts. And we've seen it in Brazil, we've seen it in South Africa, now we're seeing it in India. And I think there is a debate about what more we could do about excess stock, but we believe that the real answer lies in not fighting about the pieces of the vaccine pie, but making the pie bigger. And what we're calling on the UK government to do is to ease the intellectual property rules around who owns this vaccine technology, who owns these vaccine recipes.
But rather than do what Daisy's suggesting, which is after the first 4 million have been vaccinated, start sending vaccines abroad.
Do both, but the really substantial difference is going to be made when we allow other manufacturers, other countries to safely manufacture these vaccines. The US government has said it's considering this seriously, but in the World Trade Organization negotiations so far, our government has blocked those sorts of moves. And yet we're talking about, for example, the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is 97% funded by us, the public, the taxpayers. And yet
also is being sold at cost.
Yes, but we're putting the interests of a few big pharmaceuticals above the interests of people around the world. And where, the more this vaccine, rips through countries like India, the more chances it will mutate, and the less effective the amazing, remarkable progress we've made here in this country with vaccination will be. And so, as Daisy says, no one is safe until everyone is safe, and the best way to do that is to loosen the rules on who owns the right to produce those vaccines.
So he's a greedy bastard. He's a greedy bastard. You understand what he's saying there by the intellectual property rights to produce it?
He's saying basically he don't want no one patenting the recipe, but to free up the recipe and give it to everybody.
He wants it to be where to free it up where other companies could do it. However, the drawback to that is you're gonna have a whole black market production of this vaccine that is not going to be effective, that people are going to start selling.
That's right.
That's why you have certain, patents on certain things. But they want to be able to make it over there for them people. Just take the one that's already there. What's your problem?
There you go. So let me get it right. Is this East Indian saying that he needs a vaccine to fix his country? So while we in the ghetto dying, the same black people that have COVID more than anybody else, the Indians are saying, "What? Give us that vaccine, man."
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they want the recipe to this. They want that same recipe that we're running from.
Listen, you're right. Listen, D-Dubs. I know I know you're here faithfully, D-Dubs. I'm not sure if this is a brother or a sister. Forgive me. D-Dubs said the vaccines will destroy your DNA structure and ruin your connection with the Lord. D-Dubs, I took the vaccine, 2 weeks ago? I took the Johnson & Johnson one the day before they banned it. And I'm still right here. My connection to the Lord, I ain't got no plug or nothing. I don't know if it's Wi-Fi. That's conjecture. That's a new word I learned the other day. Conjecture. It seems scholastic to me, so I'm going to use it a whole lot.
Break it down.
Conjecture is statements that are really opinions presented as facts without any evidence.
Oh shit!
You understand? It's a statement that is really an opinion, but it's presented as a fact without any evidence or proof to support it. What you say in D-Dubs is absolute conjecture. There's no proof that this thing changes your DNA and will ruin your connection with the Lord. Let me ask you something, D-Dubs. Do you believe in God? D-Dubs, do you believe in the Lord? All right? That's what I want to know. Right? Do you believe in the Lord, D-Dubs? That's the $1 million question. D-Dubs, as soon as they come on back with the answer, we're going to continue with it, all right? But that's absolute conjecture. Black people, if you're not scared, just go take the vaccine, man. Go take the vaccine, it will help you. All right? It will absolutely help you. You ain't got to suffer. I wish I could play the goddamn video, but I took the video down, rip it off my page, give me a 30-day ban for posting sexual activity. Meanwhile, these are East Indians who just fainted in the streets. You know what I mean? It's just fainted in the streets. So, but as far as the vaccine goes, if you want it, go get it. If you don't want it, don't get it. But don't make statements like this. This is not a wise statement to make. You understand? This is not the vaccine will destroy your DNA structure. So weed ain't doing it. Weed ain't destroying your DNA structure. You know what I mean? Being an alcoholic, cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, that's not destroying your DNA. Marrying white women, that's not destroying your DNA structure. And ruining your connection with the Lord. But a vaccine will. D-Dubs, you gotta get in class. You all right, brother or sister, whoever you are. You gotta get in class. You gotta get yourself together a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Come on, concert. So yes. He responded, sir. He said,
okay, so you believe in the Lord. All right, no problem. Give me numbers. Give me numbers 23 and 23. All right. Give me Numbers 23 and 23. Also give me what was the other one? Numbers 23 and 23, real quick.
Numbers chapter 23 and verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
Say it again.
Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
Say it one more time.
Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob.
You understand, D-Dubs? Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob. There's nothing they could create to destroy the Lord's people. There's nothing.
That's right.
It's impossible. That's what the Lord said. Keep going.
Neither is there any divination against Israel.
Yes, and neither is there any divination against Israel. Like to say this thing will destroy your connection with the Lord. The Lord said in the Bible, interracial marriages are a sin because their daughters will turn your sons away from worshiping me. That's destroying a connection with the Lord.
That's
not
right.
a vaccine. Not a vaccine. Going after these Africans, going after these East Indians, going after these white girls, going after these Chinese, that destroys your connection with the Lord. Somebody give me Isaiah 54 and 17. You understand? And you're right, to each his own. If a man don't want it, just don't get it. If a brother wants it or sister wants it, go get it. But do not say that this thing is a sin and this thing will destroy you and the Lord going to punish you. That's not biblical. That's
right.
something called conjecture. I love the word conjecture.
It sounds deep as shit.
It sounds, it sounds annoying, like a professor just annoying you with words. Conjecture. Conjecture. You know what I mean? It's not real. What you're saying is in your own head. Like there's no proof of it. There's no proof of that. Go ahead, whoever.
Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
Now come on, Christians always like to quote this when when the husband don't want the wife to do something and the wife feeling oppressed. No weapon formed against thee shall prosper. Ashkala, bashkala, bashkala. Christians always like to quote these things, but when it comes to the real thing, they forget the Bible.
Right.
Do this again.
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
Go ahead.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn.
You understand? Like, if you serving the Lord, there's nothing on this earth that is going to be able to destroy you. If the Lord wants you dead, you're going to die.
That's right.
That's right. If you're a wicked Negro and you go take the vaccine and the Lord wants you dead, you're going to die.
That's right.
If you're a wicked Negro and you don't take the vaccine and the Lord wants you dead, you're going to die.
That's right.
If you serve him and you don't take the vaccine, you're not going to die.
That's right.
If you serve him and you do take the vaccine, you're not going to die.
God.
The Lord is the author and the finisher of all things. He decides who stays and who goes. You know what I mean? Not Moderna, not AstraZeneca, not Johnson & Johnson, not Pfizer. What else is there?
I think all of them?
I think that's it, right?
AstraZeneca, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson.
I think that's it. You know what I mean? Listen, I took the vaccine the day before. Whatever, I think it was a Thursday morning. They recalled the Johnson & Johnson. Wednesday evening, I took the Johnson & Johnson. Then they said, CDC stops all Johnson & Johnson because how much million people getting adverse effects, blah, 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 blood clots, blood clots, blood clots. And I said, thank the Lord. Because either way, this thing is going to benefit me some way or the other. Listen, I'm waiting on them white people to form a class action lawsuit against Johnson & Johnson.
That's right.
While you waiting on a grave and the FEMA coffins, I'm waiting on the ad that says,
have you been affected by one of our vaccines?
have you taken Johnson & Johnson? Listen, I'll be lining up for my 250 million. I'll be slapping people left, right, and center. I'm waiting for the class action lawsuit. That's what I'm waiting on. So I could get 250 million and go give it to Commander John YAHANNA to build more schools.
That's right.
Build some hospitals, to build some apartment complexes. You understand? To build things and spread this across the nation and cover bills and medical expenses. You get the point? You talking about breaking a connection with the Lord, brother. The Lord is the only person who could kill me, not a doctor.
That's right.
In the meantime, I'm waiting on the class action lawsuit. No, that's not conjecture. That's real life things. White people get offended. They get together in these little think tanks and they get a good lawyer to represent them all. And they say, well, these 300 people here, they've been, they took your vaccine and they've experienced adverse effects. And in the white man language, an adverse effect is a headache. You understand?
Needs a headache.
It's always a headache. They make it seem to us like an adverse effect is 2 heads growing out your back. No. To white people, is any sort of discomfort is a headache, is an adverse effect. Brother, I'm putting my listen. When the saints go, I'd like to be in that number. I'm gonna start singing this song. When the class action suit comes around, listen, I want to be right there, brother. I'll get that money and bring it right here into the school, and we'll be living and strong and full of zeal as ever before.
That's right.
Give a damn, brother. The general done broke the whole thing down with this goddamn vaccine. Y'all still scared? What y'all waiting on?
That's right.
But you wouldn't listen to the general breakdown, but you'll listen to a rapper.
That's right.
I can't help you.
So unknown rappers are lucky.
I can't help you.
So like so, if you get your money, I think it's put money aside for your sound and equipment. You get me?
I can send you a headpiece. I can send you a headpiece.
Get some dubs.
I can send you a headpiece. Since you want to fight me for my headpiece earlier. So listen, hold on. Let me make sure and plug the brother. Right. This is Officer Natazar out there in South Carolina. Right. I got this one from him. He have a page, Kingdom Gear by Hawk. LSE, y'all go like it, check it out. Kingdom Gear. He got some good stuff, man. He got real good stuff going on. Let me give you another one. Let me get another look at what he have. He has some good stuff, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let him ship international. You know what I mean? Just tell him I send you.
Don't watch that, man. Don't watch that, man.
Don't watch nothing. Yeah, don't watch nothing. Don't watch nothing. Just tell him I send you now, man.
I see you come through some bad boy headpiece. I don't know, man.
Listen, man, don't listen. You seem salty because I have a little fresh head. You seem a little salty because I'll send you this one. You like blue? I'll send you this one. You have one green.
Blue my color. Blue actually my color, but that was cool, man. I get my own thing. Don't watch that.
Do not envy your brother in your heart, cha. Boy, son. Boy. Yeah, man, y'all go check out Natazar, man. Listen, big up all the brothers and sisters who done, was able to start businesses and feed themselves because we have a nation, man. Big up all the brothers and sisters who was able to do it. You had Natazar with the Hawk, Kingdom Gear by Hawk. You have another brother down there in Florida named Kawan. Kawan busting on some hardcore t-shirts. You know you're Detroit UPK 313, Salakia, you're Costly Array, and Tahar Mind and Body with the soaps and the jewelry over there. UK, straight out of UK. You have Florida Wear with ITHES. You have a bad cult leaders shirt. I'm definitely getting it, a sweat hood and a hat. Go together in a combo. Like your Garwap. Damn near the pioneer for this whole damn thing. Years your Garwap design and stuff. All them jackets I rock, I get them from your Garwap. Give him a plain old denim jacket and you turn that into magic.
That's right. I've seen it.
And that it's a whole ton of people making stuff where we don't have to go to these heathens to buy nothing no more. We just the money stays right here and circulate, because guess what? You buy some jackets from your Garwap gonna take your same money and go and buy 2 shirts from Kawan. Kawan gonna come and buy some soap from Tahar Mind and Body. Tahar Mind and Body gonna go and buy some dresses from Florida, from Detroit, 313 Fashion. You get the point? That same money circulating. That's how you get an economy.
That's right.
The money stays here and it just goes back and forth. Because remember, that money was just, IOU notes. We would trade material. But if you didn't have what I wanted, you would get that, paper that would, a certified paper of value. That's where you get your money note from. So now you have all that money circulating right there. It's a glorious thing. Like what the General done build under the Most High in Christ is absolutely amazing, brother. It's absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? We ain't had nothing. We ain't need these heathens. We need each other.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Kind of one card.
So it go.
Yeah, man. The machine. So that's the 43rd episode of On the Ends.
Boom, boom.
We got Captain Mashap. I am the Warhead, the Warlord. You know what I mean? Back. Come with no chase. Come with it straight today, man.
What we chasing for?
We've been gone for a minute, but it's back, man. You know what I mean? I'd like to throw water to Captain Mashap for coming through, man, as usual. Being strong. Captain Parash up in here. Officer Donga Bar.
Big up Parash for coming through, man. You know what I mean?
All the viewers, everyone logs into On the Ends, man. And every Friday, 9 o'clock, we just chill and we just build on the ends, man, and just discuss these topics, man. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Just keep joining us On the Ends, man. You know what I mean? So luck ya.
Oh, you're closing the Feast of Unleavened Bread Sunday.
Oh, and the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread this Sunday, 7 p.m., 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. That's 394 Lodge Road, Birmingham, B18 5PW. Whether in Leicester, Leeds, Manny, London, Gloucester, Bristol, make sure you find yourself at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW Sunday, 7 p.m. till whenever, man. So lucky, yeah.
You're at work Sunday. That till gonna be like 9.
Now we're gonna make sure we do our thing, man. And with that, we say shalom. So like I says, oh no, that's okay, cool. No,
Wham.
No. I'm gonna it's cool. So like it's alright. It's cool.
I'll send one for y'all. It's all right. You can take this.
Okay, cool. All right. Give me green. I'm not a bandwagonist. I got my own stuff.
Listen, don't worry.
Okay, so that we'll be here next week again On the Ends at 9. That's the last time. At 9 every Friday, 9 to 12.
Take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got to write it, but the devil's redefining work. No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making though what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue.